Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can seem intense. Like breakup R&B intense.
I thought you said you loved the sweater that I got you. If you didn't, you could have told me.
Geico makes it easy. Just go to Geico.com anytime to update or check your policy without all the extra drama.
I even had a gift receipt.
Hey, what's going on, folks? My apologies here. I'm sitting over here, I'm starting a show, and little did I know, goddamn engineer, did not... engineer, come on, man, get it straight! Get it straight, man! I mean, come on, I'm sitting over here, I'm doing the broadcast, and the freaking mic isn't... The freaking mic isn't even on, for Christ's sake! Jesus Christ, I feel like an idiot. I feel like a damn buffoon over here. I'm sitting here, I'm doing the broadcast, and I'm looking, I don't even see the red light here. I'm like, wait a minute. Well, I'm sitting over here, I'm doing the show, I don't see the red light. What's your problem, engineer? God damn it. Well, do your job. Good God, folks, look. My apologies on that, folks. Jesus Christ. Here I am. I'm doing the broadcast, and then I'm looking over here. I'm saying, wait a minute. I don't see a red light going. I don't see the red light like we're on the air right in the middle of me trying to do the intro. I look at the engineer. I'm like, are we on the air or what? And it's, Jesus Christ. God damn it, engineer. Shut up. Good God, folks, my apologies if there was some dead air here at the beginning of this broadcast. I mean, good God. Good God, man. I'm telling you, it's hard to find decent help nowadays, man. Anyway, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. My apologies for the dead air in the beginning. Good God, Jesus. Freaking engineer. It's engineer's fault. It's not my fault, all right? I'm just the talent here, all right? I'm just a talent. Anyway, folks, my apologies for the dead air. I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me on this edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. My apologies once again for the dead air. But we got an engineer over here. I don't know, he's got a thumb up his hole. I don't know what the hell his problem is, all right? Anyway, folks, this is episode number 372, number 372 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, man, I don't even know. I mean, we had dead air for at least a good 5 minutes, for Christ's sake. My apologies. Jesus, engineer. Look, please spread it around like wildfire that we are having a freaking show today. And it was incompetence on the engineer's part, and that's why, whatever reason, we had a technical difficulty issue because of the goddamn engineer. So anyway, folks, please spread it around like wildfire that we are in effect in the house, and we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. It is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Look, man, I'm sorry, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, that we had some dead air here. Look, I'm even getting tweets that, we're getting dead air. I see dead air. People are trying to make memes about it. It's not my fault, man. It's the engineer's fault. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ, I'm telling you, man. I mean, this is it's hard to get decent help nowadays, for heaven's sake. Oh, man. Anyway, look, sorry. My apologies on the dead air. Let's get right into the markets, folks. Anyway, before we get into that, follow me on Twitter. I mean, that's a very important thing to do right now. Follow me on Twitter. The Twitter name to follow is PoliticsGhost. All one word, no underscores. PoliticsGhost is the name to follow. I mean, let me tell you something. If you're listening to me on the Twitter, if you're following my timeline on the Twitter this morning or every morning, I'm giving out great stock tips, baby. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking, baby. I'm giving out free money, baby. I mean, look who's following me now. I've got like rich-ass investors. I got banking, financial analysts. I got all kinds of people following me, baby, because they know I know where the money is in the market, baby. You understand what I'm saying? God damn, it should be this. It should be illegal being this good in the market, but I'm glad I'm not. I'm glad I'm still legal, baby. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, let's get into the markets, folks, first and foremost. And I want to remind everybody, when I make these plays, when I announce them on Twitter, I'm talking about a day's play. I'm not talking about anything in the long term. I'm not telling anybody to just go in and just, hold shares for a long period of time or anything of that nature. These are quick plays, in and out, 15 minutes, 2 minutes, an hour, whatever you see fit as a investor. In and out type of action are the type of stocks that I am suggesting. And let's go ahead and get to the stock market, shall we? Now, first and foremost, let me make the rundown on the different indexes, and then I'm going to get to some of the stocks that I talked about earlier this morning on the Twitter, and talk about how you could have literally rode these stocks into money in your pocket. All right? Money in your pocket. Now, Dow Jones Industrials, and let me tell you why we're down today on the equities market. Not only are we continuing to see a run on the U.S. dollar, I think the international financial systems are starting to recognize that China has got a serious debt problem. And for you folks that are unaware, China has brought on an enormous amount of debt, on top of which they have, basically overprinted their currency. Both tools in which to prevent outside companies and outside entities from potentially capitalizing on their population and making it almost impossible for foreign entities to come into China and compete. And secondly, the debt. The reason that they have so much debt, folks, is they continuously grow. This artificial growth of, what do they grow at? Like 9% a quarter or 8% a quarter, something ridiculous of that nature. That is all artificial, man. I mean, you have to understand, the goddamn Chinese are commies, all right? They're a bunch of commies, for heaven's sake, so they are managing and planning their economy, and in doing so, they're taking on all kinds of debt to make it show that the Chinese GDP is growing at a consistent rate of 7, 8, 9%, 10%, whatever the hell they try to claim. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, this is why people think that China is somehow the great bastion of the financial world, and they're not. It's all fiat. It's fictitious. It's garbage. Why do you think Trump is brilliantly trying to pit against each other Mexico versus China? Because Mexico could easily take the means of production that are in China today and put them in Mexico. And Mexico doesn't necessarily have as planned of an economy. It's more of a protectionist economy in which the government protects the corporations that are invested in there. Unlike the Chinese economy, which the majority of the corporations in China are owned by the communist government. So that's why I'm saying, folks, this is really spooking the markets, the tremendous debt that China is bringing on itself, for Christ's sake. And let me tell you, that is really spooking the markets. And thirdly, and certainly not least, the dismal profit reports that we're seeing kick off in the fourth quarter is not generating any kind of enthusiasm with the investors, to say the least. All right, we should be seeing some decent profitability, and a lot of the numbers that we're seeing here in the fourth quarter, we got a lot of people ending their third quarter, and of course we kicked off the third quarter season with Alcoa's numbers. That's what I'm saying, man. I think that this is going to come crashing down, and it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. That's why I tell people, if you're going to be investing in this market, invest it in the very short term. Try to grab as much liquid as you possibly can and put it in your pocket, folks, because that's what you need to be sitting on when the market crashes completely, all right? When the market crashes completely, you want to be sitting on enough money so that when you start seeing the Dow Jones Industrials at 7,000 points again, that's when you want to start accumulating some of these shares. That's when you want to start holding them for the long term. You see, that's what Warren Buffett has done up until the point of maybe about 35 years ago when he started using the government to make him billions. All right, when he first initially, like in the 50s, when he made his first millions, he basically took, I don't know however he got his first chunk of change. I think it may have been some insurance policy, inheritance, or something of that nature. I think it was like $50,000. If I'm not mistaken, I don't really know Buffett's story because I think he's a fraud. I think he's a piece of garbage at this point. I don't think he started off as a fraud. At this point, I think he's a complete and utter fraud. I don't even want to get into the insider trading with the Goldman Sachs deal and how he knew Goldman Sachs was going to be bailed out. That's why he put his money in and made a fortune. I don't want to get into that, all right? But the bottom line is what made him money initially and made him millions was getting into the market when it was crashing. And because what goes up must come down, must go up again. And when he goes into these dips, he buys for the long term, folks. He's a long-term investor. He's the kind of investor that gets in on these crashes. Why do you think he just started buying up everything in 2009 during that crash? He bought up everything, man. Take a look at all the companies he got into during that time. And why do you think that him and Carlos Slim are always 1 and 2 every year for the richest man in the world? All right, this guy has done nothing but trade stocks for this money. And what he does is he goes in on the dips, all right, waits the long term. And the long term for Warren Buffett is anywhere from 5 to 10 years. And believe it or not, 5 to 10 years, you can make a lot of money. I mean, why don't you take a look at the chart of Amazon.com's stock? And just imagine if you would have, invested in it about 10 years ago and held it to now. Just imagine those profits, baby. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying long-term investment reigns supreme. But right now, because everything is so inflated, everything is so high right now, I do not recommend anybody investing in the long term in the equities market. I am completely encouraging everybody to go out there and basically invest in the very short term so you could just put liquidity in your pocket. Grab those dollars that are there to be grabbed in the market. Grab them and put it in your pocket. That's all I'm saying. Grab them and put it in your pocket. Anyway, folks, let's get to the Dow Jones Industrials. That's why we saw some decreases. And, the funny part about the down market today, it provided a great avenue for volatility so that you, as an independent investor, can get in on these volatile stocks and ride, get in on the dips and ride the waves is what I'm going to say. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that on some of these shares that I tweeted this morning. I'd like for you all, once I get through the markets, to take a look at those charts and take a look at the volatility throughout the day on those stocks. You could have been in and out of those stocks at least about 5-10 times plus and be able to gain some liquidity, put it in your pocket, and end the day out with at least, if not several hundred, if not $1,000+ dollars. All right, I'm serious. Even with a small account. All right, even with a small account balance. Now, we've got Dow Jones Industrials down. Now, it was down below 100 points at one point in time. Dow, I saw a dip below 17,000 change. Thought it was going to be a very dismal day on the market. Thankfully enough, because all the volatility, I mean, when you get on a big dip in the morning and then all of a sudden it rides its way up to the top, look, it still ended up on the downside, but if you take a look at the chart of the Dow Jones Industrials, if you would have got in on some things in the morning and just would have waited, you would have made money, all right? You would have made money. Dow Jones Industrials closed out on the downside, though, down 45.26 points, a percentage decrease of 0.25%, all right? Closing out the Dow Jones Industrials at 18,098.94 points for the Dow Jones Industrials, all right? We go to the S&P 500, folks. The S&P was down, and let me tell you, it was down a percentage point at one point in time. That's why I tweeted a certain ETF that reflected the VIX and actually reflects the negativity of the S&P 500. It was up 12% today. It ended up closing around 3%, up 3%. So I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. All right, S&P 500 down 6.63 points, a percentage decrease of 0.31% on the day, closing out the S&P at 2,132.55 points for the S&P 500. Now the NASDAQ is down also, folks, 25.69 points, a percentage decrease of 0.49%, closing out the NASDAQ at 5,213.33 points for the NASDAQ composite, folks. Now let me go ahead and start talking about some of these stocks that I talked about today. One of the first ones I tweeted was a stock that was upgraded. And these are plays to be made, folks. Now, because they're upgraded doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be on the plus side. What it means is you're going to see some activity, you're going to see some volatility, you're going to see some ups and downs, and one of which was a symbol NEWR, symbol NEWR. It's called New Relic Inc., and target price was raised by Pacific Crest from $38 to $44 a share. And if you look back in the news, it was also upgraded in August from $39 to $43. It opened up the market at around $35.02. And as you can see, it dropped today. But as you can see on the drop, on the chart on this, take a look at the peaks and valleys there. You see this? Take a look at the peaks and valleys. On this stock, you could have got in on any of those dips right there. You see what I'm talking about? If you're taking a look at the chart right now, from 10 a.m. to about 2 p.m., from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., were some huge waves. And this is what I talk about getting in on the dips and riding the waves. I mean, you can never tell when the actual bottom of those dips will ever be. All right? But inevitably, what it comes down to is you got to be able to at least capture an element of that dip. And then when it rises up on that wave, you got to be smart enough, folks. You see, this is what makes capitalists and other people not. You got to be able, all right? You got to be able to see that, hey, wait a minute, it's already jumped up a few points. It's already jumped up a 1.5%, 2%. I've already made 1% on my money. I'm going to get out. All right? Or these are also strategies, folks, if you're trading on the short term, okay? If you're riding one of these, trying to get in on a dip, you don't necessarily have to put in all what you want to invest on this play in that play. You can buy half. You can use half of whatever you're going to invest in that play and buy what you think is the dip. And if it happens to go down a little further, well, then you buy at that lower rate, and then this way you've got both ends of the dip on both sides of the investment. So this way you can cash out one sooner than the other and be able to play it however you see fit. I mean, you understand this, folks? These are the kinds of plays that you have to get. You want to be able to take advantage of these peaks and valleys, man. You want to be able to, you see these dips? Look at that dip right around 10 a.m. Look at that huge dip around 10 a.m., all right? It goes back up pretty decently within the 10 a.m. hour, and then around 11 a.m. it falls back flat. Then as we approach lunchtime for whatever reason, it peaks again. All right? And then it just goes back down again. Now, right after 1 p.m. is where it just started looking pretty bleak. But you could tell just based on the low volume on this thing that there were a couple of investors that were playing this thing. When I mean low volume, that means you take a look at the volume of the shares that are being traded. That's how many shares are being traded at that time. That's how many shares of that share are being exchanged. That's the volume of a stock. When you see high volume, which we're going to talk about in a couple of shares here in a second, that means you're going to see some resistance. You're going to see a lot of people getting in at certain prices, and you got to wait for them to get out before you start seeing waves again, like big waves where you could cash in on. This right here was a great opportunity for you to take advantage of a stock that had very generous dips and waves here. Let's go ahead and go to the next share, shall we? The next share that I talked about this morning was a ETF. It was ProShares Ultra VIX short-term futures. Now, what this does, it actually reflects the negativity of the S&P 500. And as you can see, folks, when the S&P 500 was down, I'm sorry, the symbol on that is UVXY. UVXY is the symbol. If you could take a look at the chart, I said that right in the morning. I said right in the morning, right before the damn bell rung, that this was something to be looking after because this is reflecting the negativity in the S&P. And if you take a look, if you would have held on to it, you could have made some generous money. I mean, take a look at when the bell rang. You had a lot of opportunity there. There was a nice, good slope at the beginning of the day's trading for you to get in and be able to hold on to it, and you see all those little peaks and valleys, very small ones. You could have gotten out on one of those and made some serious money and be able to move on. You know what I'm saying? Move on, for Christ's sake. I'm serious. So this is what I'm talking about here. Now, when you started seeing it pull flat is when the S&P started raising up a little bit. Remember, the S&P was down up to about 1% plus. And this is when you saw the highest activity of this particular stock. All right? I mean, it closed today up 6.27%. It was as high as 13 and change percent on the day. All right? So if you would have got in on this, which I did, folks, and let me tell you, this is how you make money. This is how you do it. And let me tell you, in a down market, I know where to sniff out that profit. I know where these investors are going to go. And that's what you have to learn as a capitalist. You got to learn, where are these people going to go? Where are these investors going to play? How many are in the game here? And take a look at the volume on this one, man. Huge volume on the day, for Christ's sake. I mean, it was like, what is it, 35 million? I mean, give me a break. And that's why you see such little peaks and valleys. See how they're really small little dips, really small little waves? That's because there's so many people trading the stock. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's pros and cons with high volume shares. You know, the pro is that you're going to get a lot of volume, you get a lot of volatility. The bad part about it is the peaks and valleys aren't going to be that big. And as you can see, the only way that you would be able to make some money on this play if you would have taken it early in the morning, which I did, folks, and it was a generous ride. It was a generous ride, to say the least. Cashed out around a little after 10, to say the least, man. But it was still going. You could have still rode this at around 11 a.m. and still made at least 2-3% on your money. So these are the kind of plays that I'm talking about as it relates to the stock market, all right? Now, this one, of course, didn't close out as high as it should because the S&P came back up, and this particular ETF reflects the negativity of the S&P 500. That's why I keep telling you, folks, exchange-traded funds are a very nice instrument to play markets. For instance, if you think that it's going to be a down day on the market, there are a plethora of ETFs that reflect a down market, and vice versa. I mean, there are so many ETFs that you can invest in that are literally tradable as equities. I mean, they trade off as equities. So you can kind of, hold an ETF for about 15 minutes and then get out, or 20 minutes, or whatever it is. Remember, the whole game of it is buying low, selling high, and being able to get whatever damn liquid you're able to squeeze out of that share, all right? Now, let me go to the next one, folks, all right, because I'm serious. I mean, I want people to start making money. I'm trying to create capitalist. Now, I talked about a share called Cara Therapeutics early this morning. The symbol on this one is CARA. Now, folks, I had a very good time this morning. I bought it right as it opened, and then when I saw that humongous spike upwards, I cashed out on it, and then I tweeted, I hope that you all bought in on Cara. You know what I'm saying? I hope that you all bought in on it. But, the good part about this particular stock is that this was a great stock to play, all right? Because what you could have done here from the time that it hit its peak out there a little bit before 10 a.m., if you could see here on the chart, it had a very low point. Even though you had, little peaks and valleys in that low point, you had a low point in that stock from anywhere a little bit between 10 a.m. to about 11 a.m. And then after 11 a.m., did you see that? Look at that increase. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, it peaked twice. I mean, that's brilliant. That's where you profit from. You see that right there on the chart? From about a little after 11 a.m. to around right before 1 p.m. That is where you profit, folks. You see that chart? You see it? That is where you profit, and that is where you go and you take some money, you get some liquid. All right? And let me tell you, you could have been playing this stock all day. You could have been playing this stock all day. I mean, look at that chart. It's beautiful, man. Oh, I mean, these are the kinds of shares that I look for major short-term investment. I mean, whether I'm holding them for an hour, 15 minutes, whatever. That's what makes a capitalist, folks. That's what makes a successful capitalist. Knowing when to get in, get out. Just like a poker player. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them, baby. But the beautiful part about being a poker player is you can always play again as long as you have a chip in a chair and the skill to be able to obtain another bankroll. I mean, it's as simple as that. All right? But the objective is not to get to the point where all you got is a chip in a chair. You want to be able to, you want to have a fat stack, baby. You understand what I'm saying? You want to have a fat stack.
When you don't go to geico.com, car insurance can be confusing. Like Swedish techno confusing.
Bark, bark, meow, meow. Dance with me, purple cow. Bark, bark, meow, meow. Ooh, you lovely cow.
Geico makes it easy. With 24/7 access, all you have to do is go to geico.com and you could save money on car insurance. It just makes sense. Unlike,
Dance with me, purple cow. I like your moves.
Anyway, folks, let me move on, folks. I wanted to say Cara Therapeutics, symbol CARA, great play. And not to mention, it was a very low-priced stock. I mean, the day's range was anywhere from 777, which is, that was that dip at around 10 a.m., all right? But the day's high was at about 8:31 is where I cashed out right as the son of a bitch opened in the morning. And literally played around with this stock all day long. And let me tell you, that's why I couldn't tweet anymore, man. I was just playing these stocks. There was just so much liquid to be made here. I mean, Cara, and it was only an $8 share, man. I mean, literally an $8 share. All right? I mean, if you got a small amount, $200, $500 account, this would have been a perfect opportunity for you to just kind of just continue to go in and out, and be able to put some damn liquid in your pocket. And that's what it's all about, man. Anyway, folks, last but not least, which was a very, very peculiar stock to say the least, and I'm talking about Ocular Therapeutics, symbol OCUL. Now, this is where I'm telling you that high volume can really, really make a stock kind of lose its potential. All right, now in the pre-market trading, folks, I saw people in the pre-market trade, because you actually can purchase stocks in pre-market. You just have to have a brokerage firm that does it, and I believe it does cost a little bit more of a premium commission. But in the pre-market, I mean, it was up 26%, all right, our symbol OCUL. Now, I talked about this morning, and I said, look, it's going to jump right as the damn market opens. But I'd wait for a sell-off, because everyone that bought in the pre-market is going to sell off. And once they sell off, that's when you get in on the dip and then ride that son of a bitch. Now, I did call that. It did happen around 10 a.m., but the problem is that it didn't bring back up the dip to where the pre-market high percentage that we saw. We didn't see 26+% anymore. So as you can see on the chart on this one, you see that very small little peaks, very small dips. You know, I mean, you could have made some money on this too. Don't get me wrong, based on the price. I mean, it's the day's range on this one was $7.14 on the day's low. The day's high was $8.24, which happened right as the day's trading happened. Which that's why I told everybody, just wait for these people to sell off, because that's what's going to happen. And then once they sell off, come back in. And the volume on this was just unfreaking believable. I mean, I think it approached like 10+ million shares on the volume. Unbelievable. And this is why I'm saying there's good and bad with high volume. If the volume of these shares would have been a little lower, we would have seen some bigger peaks and valleys. But because so many people and so many investors were playing this stock, this is why you see this weird kind of stock chart here. If you're taking a look at the chart, I mean, it looks like, you know, very, very small peaks, very small dips. And I'm not trying to say that there's no money to be made out there, because there was. I mean, it's only a $7 share. But you take a look at Cara, those are the kind of peaks and valleys you want to see. You want to see big jumps. You know what I mean? You want the big profits. You want those big waves. You want to catch a dip and ride a big, huge wave into profitability and cash in your pocket. So anyway, folks, that right there was the shares that I talked about this morning. And hopefully, if you were listening in, you were making some money, because I literally gave away money. I mean, literally. I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? I'm not joking around. I mean, I was just giving away money this morning. That's why I keep telling people that everybody that, follows me on Twitter in the morning, all right? Let me tell you something right now, man. I'm just giving away money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why do you think I got investors? I got day traders. I got investment people following me now, folks, because they're not stupid, all right? I mean, they know, for whoever they think I am, they know I know where the money's at, all right? I mean, it was a down market today, and I literally pointed everybody who has any skin in the game on this market, I pointed to you where the money was, and I hope you took advantage, baby. Anyway, let's get to the commodities, shall we, folks? Now that we've gotten through with the markets. Commodities was a mixed bag, to say the least. You could have definitely played an oil ETF today on seeing the decreases and then the pull-ups from oil. I don't know if you're seeing the charts on WTI or Brent. I mean, weird charts, folks, weird charts. I mean, if you take a look at the day, I mean, literally was piss poor throughout the day. Now we've seen a dramatic increase in oil. And when I mean dramatic increase, I'm talking about bouncing back from the percent down, like the minus percent that it was, the negativity, because it was down like 1% and change, now to close up on the plus side. So, you know, you could have played this on an ETF scale. I didn't today. I'm actually playing this more on a long term. So, and when I mean long term, I'm talking about like on a month-to-month scale, you know. But as we can see today, WTI sweet crude is up today 37 cents, a percentage increase of 0.74%. So that was some pretty, good increases there. And I don't know if you saw, I mean, there was a huge dip that people could have taken advantage of, and I'm kicking myself just looking at the chart where I wish I would have taken advantage of that. But, hey, There's always plays in the market, baby. That's a beautiful part about it. There's always plays. Anyway, folks, WTI sweet crude is $50.55 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. We got Brent crude also up today modestly, up 14 cents, a percentage increase of 0.27% on the day, closing out Brent crude at $51.95 per barrel of Brent crude oil. Let's see what's going on today. We got gasoline also up, for Christ's sake, 1.27% on the day. And natural gas, I mean, good God, did you see the bull market in natural gas? Whenever I see increases like that as a capitalist, it sticks in my craw that I didn't put some kind of money in there. You know what I mean? So I can make more and more profits. But kudos to anybody who is taking advantage of whatever kind of run they're having here on natural gas. I'm assuming that it has a lot to do with the natural disasters that we're seeing all across the world here. Natural gas is an alternative energy source for those that are displaced, that are outdoors, that need to have some sort of energy to cook things, so on and so forth. So it's rather interesting to see this run. Natural gas is up 4.14% on the day. I mean, good God, man. Whoever is taking advantage of this particular bull run, congratulations, all right? Congratulations. Anyway, and heating oil is modestly up after we saw some decreases yesterday. Profit taken yesterday. It is up 0.84% on the day, all right? Now, we saw some weird activity going on in the metals department. This just underscores the uncertainty of the investment community of America. All right, very, very weird. Yet closed up modestly on the upside. It was up $5.60 for gold, a percentage increase of 0.45%, closing out gold at $1,259.40. That is $1,259.40 per troy ounce of gold. Let's go to silver, shall we? Up modestly again. We're seeing some weird activity in silver. I mean, just take a look at these charts, you know. They tell us the story. The charts tell the story. What they tell is the investors, how they're reacting, how they were trading, when they were selling off. I mean, that's why you look at charts. You don't base your investment on charts. You analyze charts. Anyway, we've got silver up very modestly, a penny, a percentage increase of 0.06% on the day, closing out silver at $17.52 per troy ounce of silver. Copper took it on the teeth today. It was down. Copper was down 2.41% on the day, and platinum continues to see its downfall. It is down 0.57% on the day for platinum, all right? Now, let's get to the agriculture, shall we, folks? Now, I'm telling you, man, I mean, it never fails with these commodities traders, you know? I mean, they never cease to amaze me. You know, these commodities traders, they never cease to amaze me, all right? Now, get this. Just take a listen to this, because I've been saying that, let me just get to the percentages, and I'll tell you, all right? Corn, okay? Now, we've been seeing rises in corn because of the crop report. All right, there was more bushels disappeared than anticipated. So as a result, you're seeing a tad bit of scarcity, and corn is up 3.71% on the day. All right, that's for corn. Now, wheat, all right? Now, I was talking about why. I could not understand why wheat was down yesterday, because I'm telling you this right now. This December contract is going to be very valuable when it's up. I'm telling you, the winter wheat crop is crap. All right? I mean, you can read it in the crop report, for heaven's sake. But anyway, finally, these dumbasses at the CME exchange, the commodities traders, are finally starting to realize it. It's like, oh, yeah, you know, you're right. You know, the winter wheat, it may not be very good when, you know, this contract in December 2016, it actually might be worth something. Yeah. I don't think we should invest in it now. You stupid idiots. I'm telling you, those stupid idiots in the freaking, it's just stupid. Stupid. Anyway, wheat is up 4.85% on the day. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? 4.85% on the day. I'm giving away money here, man. I don't know. I mean, Jesus Christ. For you people that aren't taking advantage of it and that are pissing and moaning about your lives, you should be spit upon. I'm serious. I'm not joking around. That's why I don't feel sorry for people, man. That's why I don't feel sorry for anybody. I mean, I'm sitting here, I'm shooting pearls to you people, for Christ's sake. And if you're just sitting there like miserable imbeciles, stagnant, doing the same damn mundane thing that you hate every day, you got nobody to blame but your stupid, ignorant, unambitious, ridiculous, pathetic, anal self. That's what I'm saying there, boy, huh? That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, we finally saw some pullback in oats. You know, oats have been freaking up and up and up and up. I was waiting for a pullback, modest one today, just to say the least. It was down 1.14% on the day. And I know 1% ain't no chump change, but, man, I've been seeing nothing but increases in oats every single day. Every day for at least 2 weeks. Ever since that damn crop report, which is, of course, what I said was going to happen. And another grain I said that was going to be a little bit more scarce was rough rice, and it is also up today, 0.49%. Soybean, again, increasing, 1.14% on the day for soybean. Soybean oil up modestly, 0.12%. And canola. What the hell's going on with canola, for Christ's sake? It is continuously going up. I have no idea. I don't play this particular commodity. It is up 1.18% on the day, for Christ's sake. Now, let's get to the soft, shall we? Cocoa, the basis for chocolate, is up 2.10%, excuse me, 2.01% on the day. 2.01% increase on the day for cocoa. Coffee, it is up 0.39% on the day. Sugar continues to see its pullbacks from those 6-year highs. You're seeing a lot of profit taking going on over there. It is down 0.99%. And orange juice, good God! Orange juice is completely down. Now, what I'm talking about with the orange juice play, folks, is because this particular contract that's being sold is for November 2016. The new contract that is going to be traded at the CME is going to be the player. It is going to be the one to play. So if you want to prep yourself for a potential orange juice, I would say anywhere from a month to 2 month play, starting at the new contract of orange juice, the commodity. Take a look at any ETF that trades this particular commodity, because I'm telling you this right now, we are at a 36-year low as it pertains to the yields in oranges. All right. I'm serious. I'm not joking around. So that's why I'm saying, I mean, we're at a 36-year low in production. And that's going to be reflected in the next contract. So I think that is a major play. If you're going to be, I would aim for ETFs on this one. If you can't find an ETF, play a producer. Buy stocks on producers. And make sure the producer that you're investing in isn't affected so much by the crop devastation due to natural disasters. And I believe that there's some kind of ailment that's afflicting a lot of these oranges as well. So you need to figure out if they're not taking a loss and if there's any way that they're actually going to generate profits. So in my opinion, an ETF would be the perfect opportunity to take advantage of the next contract. As I stated, orange juice, this particular contract is for November 2016. It is down 3.67% on the day. Can you believe that crap? 3.67% on the day down for orange juice. That's for the November 2016 contract. Cotton is up 0.49% on the day. Lumber is continuing to see its sell-off. It is down 1.97% on the day. Rubber is up modestly 0.34%. Ethanol is up 1.76% on the day. Now, let's get to the livestock, shall we? I mean, good gosh. I mean, you see, this is where it doesn't make any sense, all right? Live cattle down 1.86% on the day. All right? I mean, what, is everybody turning vegan all of a sudden? Is that it? I mean, don't you idiots know that you're poisoning yourself by eating vegan, by being a vegan, for Christ's sake? That's why all these vegans, they look emaciated, you know what I mean, swollen eyes, sunken cheeks, you know, look like they're dying of cancer or the AIDS or something, because your body needs some level of protein, for heaven's sake, all right? You can't just get by nibbling on freaking grass, all right? Jesus Christ, man. And on top of which, cattle feeder, all right? You know, you just heard the grain prices, right? Some of those grains that are on the plus side, on the high side, are elements of cattle feeder, all right? So you would think that if you saw an increase in those things, you'd see an increase in this cattle feeder. No! Down 2.50% on the day for cattle feeder. Doesn't even make any sense. I'm telling you, these investors sometimes, they don't know their ass from their elbow, man. Anyway, last but not least, lean hogs is continuing its modest increase, and had a weird trading day as well. It was up about 1.5%, 2%. Then, of course, they sold off. It is up modestly today, 0.28% increase for lean hogs on the day. And that, my friends, is the markets for your ass. Oh, man. Anyway, folks, thank you very much for tuning in with me. All right. I hope that you folks, are taking advantage of the hour that I am spending on this particular subject matter of the markets. Now, I am not saying that the markets are the only way that you can make money. But if Wall Street's making money and they're making lots of cash and there's free liquid to kind of grab out of the markets, why aren't you attempting to do it? Why are you not attempting to do it, folks? I'm serious. I mean, you don't have to do this for a living. Why don't you do this to supplement your damn income, for Christ's sake, man? I mean, this is what I'm talking about. A capitalist does not sit there and wait for things to happen to them. They go out and they make things happen. They go out and make things happen. That's what a capitalist does. Not sit around and, oh, you know what? I have faith. I have faith that something's going to happen to me. I'm going to hit that lottery. You know, I am going to hit that lottery right now, and I'm going to win me $1 million. Shut up. Good God, man. I'm serious. I mean, good God. Anyway, folks, my apologies once again for the dead air early in the beginning of the broadcast. The freaking engineer can't even do his freaking job, for Christ's sake, man. Do your job, engineer. Seriously, man. Making me look stupid. I'm listened to by tens of thousands of people throughout the world. And the last thing they need to do is listen in and realize that there's dead air, for Christ's sake. There ain't no dead air on True Capitalist Radio. You understand that? I always keep things going, man. I mean, for 3 freaking hours, I'm a one-man show aside from the engineer with his 2-bit comments. You understand that? I'm a one-man show. Ain't no dead air out here. I don't see any goddamn talk show host being able to do that, being able to keep the listeners' attention for that long, for Christ's sake, enlightening them, educating them, entertaining them, the whole 9 yards. I don't see it, boy. I don't see it. Anyway, folks, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to some Twitter shout-outs, all right? For all you folks that are unaware, go ahead and retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account. The Twitter account is PoliticsGhost, all one word, no underscores, PoliticsGhost, and retweet the tweet that states True Capitalist Radio Live. True Capitalist Radio Live, and I'll give you a shout-out live right here on the broadcast right here, right now. That's why we call this Internet Twitter shout-outs, all right? So let's go ahead and get to those. Do we have any, by the way, engineer? Do we have any? Do your job, do we? Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to some Twitter shout-outs right now. All right, who do we got here? We've got Robert Xbox in the house. What's going on? Who else do we have? Fidget my midget. Oh, Jesus Christ. We got Mario is a pimp. All right, whatever the hell that means. We got Mark Montag in the house, the Loose Moose. What's going on? We've got Godzilla in the place. Feral Capitalist in the house. How you doing, man? One-man show of betrayal. Shut up, all right? Just shut up. And the Wizard in the house. How you doing, man? We've got Crusades for Arabia. No kidding. We got TC Capitalist in the place. We got Supa. What's going on to Supa? We've got NG paid off by Hillary. You know what? No crap. Are you being paid off by Hillary, for Christ's sake? Because I saw that list of paid trolls. Did you all see that crap? The stupid, dumb, old, dying, walking corpse, Hillary Rotten Clinton, is actually paying goddamn trolls on the internet, for Christ's sake. So I'm telling you this right now, folks. You hear me, right? You hear my show every goddamn day. I get trolled on a consistent goddamn basis. I would not be surprised. I would not be goddamn surprised if a lot of these damn troll terrorists and cyber vermin were being paid by the DNC. Remember, I used to always say that. Y'all remember that? I used to say that in 2008. I used to say that in 2000. I used to always say that. Now, all of a sudden, now all of a sudden it's come into a reality, isn't it, boy? It's come into reality. Son of a bitch. You better not be paid by the damn Hillary Clinton campaign engineer. You understand that, boy? Jesus Christ. Who else do we got here, for Christ's sake? Man, once again, retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account, and I'll give you a shout-out live right here on the broadcast. Good God. Who else do we got? We got Jiggly Ribs in the house. How you doing? We got Czech Capitalist. We got Trumping, Fapping, Autism. Look, shut up, all right? Shut up. True Dead Air Radio. Look, I'm sorry. It was the engineer's fault. It was a few minutes, all right? Get over it, you stupid, unappreciative pricks. It's not like you're paying for this crap, so shut up. Just shut your stupid, dumb, fat, Cheeto-stained fingers faces. Just shut up. You socialist schlonghead sucking fruit bowls, just shut up already, all right? I'm tired of you people. You already ruined my show yesterday. I'm going to be damned if you ruined it today, you dumb son of a bitch. Anyway, we've got Sergeant Yoda. We've got Ghostess Dan Taylor. Who the hell is Dan Taylor now? Shut up. We got Team Fortune Cookie. No, don't start that crap. Team Fortune Cookie. Shut up, all right? Oh, what's going on to Trump and Capitalist? How you doing, man? Norwegian Capitalist in the house. We've got Trump and Nazi. Shut up with that crap, all right? Good God, man. We've got, I'm not saying that disgusting name, for heaven's sake. You people are sick. Ghost like Steely Dan. I mean, they're all right. They got a couple of songs. They're all right. I mean, I wouldn't say they're on top of my charts. They got some decent songs, for heaven's sake. Jesus Christ. Who else do we have going on over here? We got Godzilla's betraying you. What the hell does that mean? He's betraying. I mean, what is all this betrayal, man? Huh? What is all this crap? See, why do you think I don't have any friends? You see, this is what happens here when you have friends. You start, getting people, start saying, hey, how you doing? This and that. Start getting them into your inner circle up in here, and then they end up, just start, having some kind of a freaking stupid emotional breakdown, like I'm supposed to give two rats' asses. Look, I want to be perfectly honest with you people, okay? I don't like emotionalism. I don't like people that cry and bitch and moan about, it reminded me of my mama. It reminded me of my daddy. I mean, get the hell over it, you stupid little pricks. I mean, good God. I'm serious. Get over it, you stupid little pricks. For Christ's sake, grow a sack. Nut up and shut up. Jesus Christ, I'm sick and tired of these emotional basket cases nowadays, man. I'm serious. I'm tired of them, man. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of emotional basket cases. I don't feel sorry for people.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can be hard. Like early 90s heavy metal hard.
I'm yelling and screaming, and I'm loud. Roar!
Geico makes it easy. You can review and update your policy or report a claim on geico.com or the Geico mobile app. Because shouldn't we all have a little less stress in our lives?
I'm not even upset about anything.
My dad, my mama, my auntie, my granny, my grandpa. Shut up! No one cares. Shut up! Shut up! Just shut up! Just shut. I'm tired of people. You know one thing. I'm sorry I'm going off on this tirade, folks. I'm just tired of, like, whenever I talk to somebody nowadays in America, you know, the first thing they do is talk about their effing problems like I care. Like I care. I don't care about your problems. Shut up. I'm just trying to say hi here. I'm just trying to, be polite. I'm trying to make chummy conversation here. My wife is cheating on me, and she's turning me into a cuck, and she's, and my kid he needs an operation on his crotch, and shut up! I don't care. Just shut up. It reminded me when my dad hit me in the mouth, and it shut up, just shut up, just shut up. Don't talk to me about your problems. I don't care, all right? I don't care. Just shut up. Stop being an emotional basket case. Get over it, all right? If your mom slapped you around as a kid, too bad. Tough titty, all right? If your dad slapped you around and told you a few things and cursed at you, so what? Tough titty, for Christ's sake. Nut up or shut up, you sorry sacks of crap. I'm tired of fruit. I'm tired of this fruity-ass emotionalism, man. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. Stupid little pricks, you need to get your asses beat, man. You need to get your goddamn asses beat, and then you can have a reason to goddamn cry. You understand? Then you can be like, oh, my dad. I mean, that's when you cry, when you get your ass beat down to the ground and are humbled to realize that you are mortal and you are nothing. Jesus Christ, man, I'm sick and tired of emotional basket cases, man. I'm serious. Get over yourselves, you stupid sacks of crap. All right? Everybody's got problems, you stupid little snot-nosed, little self-absorbed little twats. All right? Everybody's got problems. Shut up! Shut up! I'm tired of it! Just shut up! I don't want to hear about your stupid effing problems. All right? I don't care. I don't care that it reminds me of my dad. It reminds me of my dad. It reminds me of... shut up. It reminds me when my mom touched me down there. Shut up, man. Just, Jesus Christ, these people need their asses beat, man. Give me the freaking mic. Give me the mic. Jesus Christ, man. I'm serious. I'm sorry. I'm tired of this garbage, man. I'm tired of people like, my dad, my mama, who, I don't care. All right, go cry over their graves, for Christ's sake. I don't care, man. May I remind you that everybody's father dies? May I remind you that everybody's mother dies? May I remind you that everybody has effing problems? All right. May I remind you that everybody has to deal with life the same way your stupid, self-absorbed, unappreciative, imbecilic ass does, for Christ's sake? Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, look, I'm sorry, folks, for going off on that tirade. I'm just tired of emotional basket cases that want me, and other people. To feel sorry for them for what? My dad, my mama. You know, it's society's fault. I'm half a tard. Help me. Here's my handout. I want sympathy. All right, I want to be an emotional vampire. Meh. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, I'm sorry, folks. I had to do it. It was one of these tension breakers. I had to do it, folks. All right. All right. I had to do it. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of people just pissing and moaning. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I'm serious. I'm tired of it. These people need their asses beat, man. These people need their asses beat. But you know what? We have this fucking pussy. Excuse my French. Look, I'm sorry, folks. I'm cursing. Look, I'm sorry. All right, this is the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and of course, I'm your host, the man they call Ghost. Yada yada yada. Look, I am tired of people like we're supposed to give a crap about their stupid effing feelings. I'm tired of worrying about people's effing feelings. All right. I don't care about your feelings, all right? I don't care. Your feelings, you know what your feelings are to me? Puh! That's what I think of your feelings, all right? I mean, the absolute pussification, all right? The utter absolute pussification of the American male and the stench of dirty, sick-ass salmon in the air is no more apparent than in the freaking pussy-whipped, emotional, sympathy-sucking pieces of garbage that are walking around out here, for Christ's sake, man. That are walking around out here, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ, man. Let me just move on, all right? Look, you know what? I'm not even going to take any more Twitter shout-outs. You want to know why? Because, I'll probably hurt somebody's feelings. You know what I mean? I'll probably, it hurts my feelings. It hurts me, and I don't, I'm gonna kill myself. Oh my God, I'm gonna kill my. You know what? Just piss off. All right, seriously. All right, come on, man. Freaking can't even have a radio show without a couple of emotional tards out here, wanting to put freaking razors to their wrists. Oh my God! Anyway, look, let's move on here. All right, I'm sorry, folks. I'm just trying to make the show a little interactive here. And lo and behold, this is the kind of thanks I get. You understand what I'm saying? This is the kind of thanks I get. Anyway, what's going on to Jimmy Capitalist? What's going on to Strictly Diesel? What's going on to the peeps that that actually, Jesus Christ, that actually have a soul, for Christ's sake, man. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, look, let's move on with the rest of the broadcast, all right? Because this is some serious stuff that we got to talk about out here, right? And the thing I want to talk about first and foremost is the media that is character assassinating Donald Trump, all right? I mean, this is complete and utter garbage. This is complete and utter sick-ass trash, all right? And I cannot believe that you've got the Clinton crime family with the Bush crime family intertwined with the mainstream media that is sitting over here trying to throw everything in the kitchen sink at Donald Trump. I mean, now they're trying to bring up charges that he's, sexually groped and sexually harassed women, for heaven's sake? You know what I'm saying? I mean, good God. I mean, they're trying to edit audio with bogus video and trying to claim that it's this and that. Let me tell you something. I don't know if you heard Trump's response today in his speech in Florida, but he is not only saying these charges are bogus, but he's going to go right at these sons of bitches with a lawsuit. Not to mention, folks, I don't know if you've seen on my Twitter account, all right? I don't know if you've seen on my Twitter account here, there are some people that are scoured all through the internets and actually correlated a connection between one of the alleged people that is claiming sexual harassment on Trump and connecting her with the Clinton Foundation. I mean, good God. I mean, connecting her with the Clinton Foundation. I mean, I retweeted this about, maybe a little over an hour ago, maybe a couple hours ago. It says right here, breaking, who would have thought Jessica Leeds, one of the Trump accusers, is a secretary for the Clinton Foundation. I mean, it's just sick, all right? I mean, isn't this just sick? And that's why I'm saying, folks, we got to go bare knuckle out here. I'm serious. I mean, we got to go bare knuckle. This is a goddamn war. You understand that? This is a war. And let me tell you, I don't think anybody is really directing this meme war properly, in my personal opinion, all right? So I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, all right? Let me explain something to you, all right? Since no one out here is appropriately directing the meme war troops out here to basically apply memes appropriately so that we can go ahead and make sure that Donald Trump is elected, I think I am going to assume command, all right? I am going to assume command of the meme wars right now, all right? I am taking power right now. I am assuming command of the meme wars. You understand that? I have just assumed command of the meme wars, for Christ's sake. So with that being said, folks, I am assuming the command of the meme wars, and with a war, folks, comes a new uniform, comes a new look, comes one who is going to take control of the meme wars, one who is going to assume command of the meme wars. We need a new look. I need a new look. And folks, we're going to do that right here, right now, folks, okay? Because, look, I know there's a lot of people out there saying, what are you talking about, Ghost? I don't get it. What do you mean? You're gonna assume command of the meme wars? You're goddamn right. I'm assuming command of the meme wars. Spread that around like wildfire. Spread that around like wildfire. I am assuming command of the meme wars. And I will now direct where the meme shall go. Here it is right now. I am changing my avatar right now. All right? Jesus Christ. I didn't even make the avatar. You see, Twitter avatar sucks. This little stupid. I thought it was 400 by 400, freaking Twitter, you stupid dumb pricks. Anyway, look, I'm just going to tweet out the new avatar, and I will resize it and put it as part of my freaking Twitter account here in the Twitter profile, for Christ's sake. I'm telling you, man, Twitter sucks, all right? But I am going to tweet this out right now, all right? I am assuming command of the meme wars, all right? And that's all there is to it. Let me go ahead and tweet that out right now, folks, all right? Because I'm serious, all right? I mean, we need somebody that's going to assume command. We're like, 26, 25 days away. 25, 26 days away, for Christ's sake, and we have got the mainstream media throwing everything in the kitchen sink at Donald Trump. Complete slanderous lies, complete fabrications, complete BS. So that's all there is to it, okay? All right, now I know people are going to be like, wait a minute, why are you taking command? Who are you? We're not your personal army and all that crap. I'm not saying I'm your personal army. You're my personal army, you morons. But God damn it, we have to have some level of infrastructure. We got to have some level of understanding and coordination because the mainstream media understands this. The mainstream media understands this, for Christ's sake, God damn it. And that's why I'm going to take it upon myself, since nobody's going to do it. I'm going to take it upon myself to take the spear of destiny, the digital spear of destiny, and I shall ride, I shall direct, and I shall lead the meme wars. I will assume command because there's no time for games. There's no time to cry. There's no time to sit around and stick your thumb up your ass and see how it feels. It is time to go out. It is war. It is war. It is an information war. It is a news war. It is the kind of war of meme proportions that we have never seen before. It is about propaganda. It is about putting it in the faces of the people. And that's the way it is, folks, all right? Look, I'm sorry I'm going off keister here, but I'm serious. I am assuming command. I am assuming command of the meme wars, and if anybody doesn't like it, well, then do something then, God damn it. Don't just get mad at me. Do something. I'm assuming command of the meme wars here, folks, all right? Let me go ahead and tweet this out. This will be the new avatar since we're at war right now, all right? This will be the new avatar since we are at war right now. I'm assuming command of the meme wars, all right? Let it be known. Let it be known on this day. I am assuming command of the meme wars. It is the rise. It is the rise. It is the rise of Ghostler. It is the rise of Ghostler. That's right. That's right. It is the rise of Ghostler. There it is. There it is. I'm assuming command of the meme wars. And there's nothing anybody can do about it because these goddamn sons of bitches, they want to sit here. They want to play games. We can play games too. We can play games too. It is the rise of Ghostler. It is the rise of Ghostler. Yeah! Yeah! It is the rise of Ghostler. It is the meme wars. We shall take control of these internets and we shall plaster the Pepes. We shall plaster everything that is repulsive to the left. We shall insult little social justice warriors until they go into their safe spaces. We shall do all the deplorable things that each and every one of these disgusting social justice warriors, these liberal, leftist, communist pieces of trash are saying we can't do. That's right. That's right. I'm assuming command of the meme wars. It is the rise. It is the rise of Ghostler. Oh, my God, my heart's beating like a rabbit, folks. I'm not joking around. I'm not joking around. I'm not joking around. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Give me let me tell you something. I'm taking over the meme wars Pinochet style. Pinochet style, for Christ's sake, boy. I am assuming command of the meme wars. And by God, I'm telling you this right now, it is time to go real-world propaganda on these sons of bitches. It is time to go real-world propaganda on these sons of bitches, all right? I'm not joking around. I'm calling on everybody on the Trump train. I'm calling on everybody in the alt-right. I'm calling on everybody at poll. I'm calling on everybody that is a part of the meme wars. It is time. It is time to take the fight to the enemy. They've got the guns. We've got the numbers. We've got the skills. And we've got the goddamn documents. We've got the documents. I told you we had them. I told you we had them. And they're going to continue to come up. They're going to continue to go out. You're going to continue to see documents after documents being released by WikiLeaks. You're going to see Guccifer 2.0 miraculously come out with the 33,000 missing emails. You're going to see it all, baby. You're going to see it all, but we, as the Trump train, as the capitalist army, we have to make sure that we put this information right in the faces of everybody because these morons are idiots. We got to make sure that it's in their faces that they are promoting and endorsing and condoning and aiding and abetting criminality and corruption. by voting Democrat, by voting for Hillary Rodham Clinton and supporting these establishment Republican scumbags. I'm telling you this right goddamn now, folks. This is a revolution. This is a revolution. Trump's candidacy is a manifestation of a revolution. And unless you are willing to get off the sidelines and get on the front lines and just stay your ass at home. Stay your ass at home. Just stay your ass at home, for Christ's sake, boy. Do you understand that? I'm not joking. Just stay your ass at home. We don't need you to be clogging up the lines on Election Day. Do you understand that, boy? We don't need you clogging up the lines by sitting here voting for your little fruity-ass Gary Johnson or Jill Stein. Hell, even Jill Stein's starting to understand that Hillary Clinton is completely dangerous, and she's starting to talk the rhetoric that no matter what, Hillary Clinton cannot get into the White House. We're at war, folks. We are at war, and let me tell you something. This is the capitalist army, and I am taking command, Pinochet style. General Gosler. We need to start directing propaganda attacks as soon as possible, folks. And I'm talking about printing out actual physical propaganda and plastering it, putting it on telephone poles. I mean, putting it on cars at shopping malls. I guarantee you will make your local media. I guarantee you will make your local media. And this is the kind of thing that we're going to have to do. And let me tell you, I know me and Alex Jones have our goddamn problems with what he has done by putting bounties on anybody who goes in front of the media, who goes to these damn Hillary Rodham Clinton events and yells, Bill Clinton is a rapist. I mean, that is superb. I mean, look at how he has the establishment scared. They are completely disheveled, and all these particular protesters go into Tim Kaine events, Hillary Clinton events. Hell, there was 3 disturbances at Barack Obama's event yesterday. Did you all see that? Did you all see that? Obama got disrupted 3 times, baby. 3 times, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, at one time, there was one idiot, and I shouldn't call him an idiot. As a matter of fact, I should call him a patriot. My apologies. One guy that went up into the front row and started pointing at Obama and screaming at him had to be physically removed by the Secret Service, for Christ's sake. And Obama, you could tell on his face that he's a little flustered himself. He understands the implications of a Donald Trump presidency, because not only will Donald Trump prosecute Hillary Rodham Clinton and the Clinton crime family, I personally believe that he is going to go after Barack Obama and pursue him criminally as well. I'm not joking around. I mean, that's the first thing that he should do. Go in, special prosecutor for Hillary Rodham Clinton and Barack Obama, all right? And put these sons of bitches in jail where they belong. That's why I'm saying, folks, this is bare-knuckle time. This is a revolution. This is unlike anything else, all right? This is unlike anything that you have ever seen in your life. This is America's last stand. And if we don't do nothing, then we are nothing. Do you understand that? If you do nothing, then you are nothing. I mean, look at the coordinated attacks by the mainstream media. I mean, that's why we have to do what we have to do. And I am urging all within the sound of my voice, it is time. It is time to start trolling the mainstream media. They want fodder. Give them fodder. I mean, do y'all remember in Austin, Texas? I remember it very vividly. Pools closed due to AIDS. Y'all remember that? Do y'all remember how much media coverage that got, for Christ's sake? I mean, think about something like that in relation to the goddamn election, man. I mean, you understand? Y'all remember that, right? Pools closed due to AIDS. Y'all remember that crap? And people were like freaking out. Y'all remember that crap? That's why I'm saying, you want to make media, you want to troll the media, do something like that in relation to this campaign, to Hillary Rodham Clinton, the Clinton crime family. I'm serious, folks. Don't do it for me. Don't do it for anybody but yourself and this country and our people. Our people. I'm telling you this right now, man. I am not joking around. I am dead serious about this. That's why I'm assuming command of the meme wars, and I will start directing different operations as soon as possible. Do you understand that? This is not a joke anymore. We are at war. We are at war. And they want a war? They got a war, all right? Now, I'm sorry, folks. I didn't mean to get off keister there, folks. My apologies here. But I am assuming command of the meme wars. It is time for propaganda to be churned out and be in the faces of people, all right? I'm not kidding around. Just imagine if you just went ninja style, and what I mean ninja style, like go in and out like the night and not even have anybody notice that you're putting propaganda on car windows, you're putting propaganda on telephone poles, you're putting propaganda in restrooms, that sort of thing, folks. I guarantee you will make your local media, and if your local media is made, the national media will cover it as well. So that's all there is to it, all right? I'm calling on you. I'm calling on you, all right? I'm calling on you to take part in the meme wars. I'm calling on you to get off the sidelines and get on the front lines, because the front lines are right outside your goddamn door. And that's why I'm saying, folks, this is not a joke any longer. I am assuming command of the meme wars, and we are going to take this fight all the way till the end of the goddamn election. And let me tell you something. The operatives within the capitalist army, we've got something very, very special planned for these dumbass liberals. I don't want to tell you what exactly we're going to do, but I'm telling you this right now. We are implementing strategies that are going to bamboozle the imbecilic, dumbass, mindless Hillary Clinton demographic. And I'm telling you this right now. They want to play dirty. We can play dirty too, folks, all right? We can play dirty too. So anyway, folks, let me calm my ass down, all right? Let me calm my ass down. My apologies on this, folks. I'm sorry. I'm hyped, man. I mean, my blood is pumping, man. Can you feel the passion? I mean, can you feel the energy? Can you feel the fury? Yes, I can feel it. I can feel it. I mean, I'm not joking around. Give me my drink. Give me my drink, for Christ's sake. I can feel the fury. It's war. It's war. And these mainstream, lamestream media assholes want to continue doing this. We can do it too. We can do it too. Anyway, folks, I want to look. I'm sorry. I had to do it. I'm sorry. I had to do what I had to do. I'm willing to throw myself out there on the line. I don't care. This election is too goddamn important. This election is too damn important, folks. And let me tell you something. I'm doing whatever it takes to save America. Do you understand that? I'm doing whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to save America. Jesus Christ, folks. Anyway, let me calm my ass down. Once again, they're throwing everything in the kitchen sink at Donald Trump, and now it's time for the capitalist army. Now it's time for the Trump train, all right? It is time for us to start doing what we have to do, whatever it is. You're trolls. Be creative, man. We need your help. We need your help. I'm serious, man. We need your help, folks. Anyway, folks, let me get on with the rest of the subject matters. I'm sorry. I know that was a little bit intense. You understand? I know that's a little bit intense for everybody, but let me tell you something right now. This is serious business. Do you understand that? This is serious business, folks. All right? So anyway, folks, wait a minute. What is this? It looks like somebody on 4chan may have wiped the Clinton's campaign chief's iPhone. So here we go. Enjoy. All right. Let me tell you, for some freaking party that's supposed to be in bed with Silicon Valley, I mean, these people suck when it comes to goddamn ridiculous technology, for Christ's sake. I'm serious. Anyway, it is the rise of Ghostler, folks. All right, meme warfare. I'm talking 3.0 this time, baby. You understand that? 3.0 this time, baby. Anyway, folks, I want to get to the WikiLeaks Podesta emails, folks. Of course, WikiLeaks is continuously, slowly trickling out these emails. And, folks, I want to thank the people that are scouring through these things and are trying to put out the juicy details in these things as quick as possible. And there is a lot to go through, folks. That's why Julian, at this point in time, has decided, instead of one big, huge data dump, to slowly leak out these particular pieces of data so that everyone can scour them thoroughly so that they can properly be curated out for everybody to see. And today there was another 2,000 emails posted, folks, and one of the serious implications is that they knew that they didn't give all of the information to the Department of Justice, all right? Moreover, they also, weird email between Podesta and someone who is a high-ranking member of the Democratic Party, in which they make a certain, and look, this is the same Democratic Party charging that the Russians are hacking their servers and they're hacking the elections and that they're in control of the alt-right and all this other crap, all right? Podesta, all right, decides to give an email on around the same time Justice Scalia was killed. Now, folks, I was broadcasting at that time. I said that was a very suspicious death. I cannot believe, given the fact that this man is a Supreme Court justice, there was no autopsy. They moved the body very quick. They embalmed him very quick. Very, very suspicious, folks. But Podesta emailed about an assassination around 3 days before Scalia was found dead. Now, how do we know that they're talking about an assassination? Because they're using the term wet work in this email. Now, wet work, folks, according to all analysts of within black operations and CIA operations, so on and so forth, this is a notorious word within the KGB, signifying an assassination of an official, or a public figure, diplomat, somebody of a political ramification. And Podesta used this term wet work in an email 3 days before Justice Scalia was found dead in that weird-ass resort, this Bohemian Grove-like resort, where, of course, he had none of his security detail. All right, I mean, let's just list what happened, all right? Let me just list the anomalies, what happened to Scalia, all right? No autopsy on Scalia, no medical examiner on site to decipher the cause of death, no U.S. Marshal Protection detail accompanying Scalia on this trip to, the poor man's Bohemian Grove, all right? No functioning CCTV cameras on the day of the death, even though this is supposed to be some top-notch resort. We've got Scalia found clothed on the bed with a pillow over his head. He had a pillow over his goddamn head.
When you don't go to geico.com, car insurance can be confusing. Like Swedish techno confusing.
Bark, bark, meow, meow. Dance with me, purple cow. Bark, bark, meow, meow. Ooh, you lovely cow.
Geico makes it easy. With 24/7 access, all you have to do is go to geico.com and you could save money on car insurance. It just makes sense. Unlike,
Dance with me, purple cow. I like your moves.
When you don't go to geico.com, car insurance can seem intense. Like breakup R&B intense.
I thought you said you loved the sweater that I got you. If you didn't, you could
Geico makes it easy. Just go to geico.com anytime to update or check your policy without all the extra drama.
I even had a gift receipt.
Scalia's body also was mysteriously cremated before it could be examined. All right? The guy who owned the resort, this resort in which Scalia died at, was not only a large Obama contributor, but he was awarded the Medal of Freedom by Barack Obama himself. All right? So, this stinks to high hell. And then you've got this Podesta email in which he talks about this terminology, wet works. You understand that? And the term wet works, folks, is a KGB terminology for the assassination of a public figure, diplomat, or somebody of a political situation. So I think everybody should take a look at that email. It's very interesting to say the least. And let's just say, for the sake of argument, that he isn't talking about Scalia, that he may be talking about something else. Why is he even using a KGB terminology in an email that is the code meaning of an assassination of a public figure, diplomat, or somebody of a political stature? I mean, that's very interesting, folks. I mean, that's a very interesting development in the latest email dump, to say the least. All right? And, of course, we're hearing in these emails, in the correspondence between these Democratic lackeys, that they knew about Hillary Clinton's server. They were told to deny. All right? We also found out that Saudi Arabia and Qatar are funding ISIS in these emails, folks. All right? I mean, all right? I mean, that's what they're saying. It's in these emails. It's there. I always said it. Qatar and Saudi Arabia are funding ISIS, folks, and on top of which, Bill Clinton got $1 million birthday check from Qatar just so that he could talk for a few minutes. $1 million check on his birthday just so that he could talk for a few minutes, like that wasn't a payoff. And lest we forget, folks, now that these emails confirm that Qatar and Saudi Arabia are funding and training ISIS and arming them as well, we should also take in consideration that Qatar is the same country the Bergdahl, that idiot Bergdahl, that asshole defector, that freaking traitor, that asshole that Barack Obama actually negotiated to get. That Bergdahl from Afghanistan. Y'all remember that idiot that we negotiated with the freaking Taliban to get him off, for Christ's sake? So I mean, what a joke. Lest we forget, folks, the 4 or 5 commanders that were released from Guantanamo Bay, they were released to, guess where? Qatar. That's right, because supposedly Qatar was supposed to keep safekeeping on these freak show jihadists that were in the goddamn Guantanamo Bay. Y'all remember that, right? Bergdahl, that stupid traitor, that son of a bitch that got American troops killed out there in Afghanistan trying to find the son of a bitch? Yeah, the 5 jihadist commandos, or the commanders that were out there. And look, there's a picture of one of those guys that were traded for Bergdahl. There's a picture of one of those jihadists with like 6 heads around him with a smile on his face, like 6 decapitated heads all around him. He's sitting back having a smile on his face. So these are the kinds of guys that we traded for Bergdahl. And moreover, folks, they're being held in Qatar, which I doubt they're even there anyway, okay? Lest we also forget that Bomb Boy, that stupid little obnoxious little twat, all right, his father not only attempted to try to run for the presidency of Sudan, and I'm talking about al-Bashir, that al-Bashir-controlled portion of Sudan. I'm not talking about South Sudan. He tried to run for president, was unsuccessful, right? Then he came to the United States, and then Bomb Boy, you remember that stupid, dumb little, God damn, that little twat needs to be. Anyway, Bomb Boy comes along, right? guess where they moved after the whole Bomb Boy incident, and Barack Obama invited him to the White House, and they gave him $1 million and a free scholarship and all that crap. Guess where Bomb Boy and his dad relocated to? Qatar. Do you see the correlation of what's going on here, folks? These freaking Saudis and these people from Qatar, these royal families, these Arab royal families are evil, and they are an enemy of America, for Christ's sake. I'm serious. I'm not joking around, man. I'm not kidding around. I mean, how much more correlation do you need to understand that we are being sold out by our own political class to internationalists, to Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the United Nations, China? I mean, I'm just, Jesus Christ, what the hell else? I mean, what else do you need? How much more proof do you need, man? How much more proof do you need that this government of ours has all of them that are in office? I mean, at least 95% of them have committed treason. 95% of them have committed treason on America. So that's why I'm saying, folks, you need to start being aware of what's going on here. You need to be aware of what the information is, what the connections are. These are all factual connections, folks. All right, I'm talking about the Bergdahl, Guantanamo Bay prisoners. They are supposedly in Qatar, which, if you want my personal opinion, I think they might be directing some of this horrific crap in Syria and Iraq. I mean, you got Bomb Boy and his father now living out there in Qatar, huh? Jesus Christ! I mean, you know what I mean? I'm just so sick of this corruption, folks. I mean, when are you all going to see that if you are supporting Hillary Clinton, that you are supporting a criminal enterprise, that you are literally organized crime? I mean, that's what the Clinton Foundation is. That's what the Clintons have been doing. And not only have they been conducting themselves in organized crime, they have literally connected the whole government to their organized crime syndicate, folks. That's why you have Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, Joe Biden, Tim Kaine, Al Gore. Everybody's out there stumping for Hillary Rodham Clinton. Everybody. And you know, folks, if you're reading the Podesta emails, you notice that the majority of the people that are in the Democratic Party don't like her. What I've been saying ever since I came back in March, I said that they do not like Hillary Rodham Clinton. They do not like Hillary Rodham Clinton. And I told you when I came back in March that there was a power struggle within the Democratic Party. But because the Clinton crime syndicate has connected everybody that's in the political class with the corruption that they've conducted, and that's what they have over on all these idiots. I mean, literally, Clinton has this hung over everyone's head. The Clinton Foundation, and I've said it, and I'll continue to say it, the Clinton Foundation could take down the entire government. What the Clintons and the Clinton Foundation has done could bring on a constitutional crisis. Why do you think that they're so gung-ho about trying to start a war with Russia? And if you want my personal opinion, folks, I don't think that I think it's a colluded war. I do not believe that Russia is technically against Obama. I think that these people, much like, because remember, these are communists. These are leftists. They believe they can manage things. I mean, that's the whole concept of communism. That's the whole concept of leftism, is that they can manage economies. They can manage people. They can manage wars. I mean, that's the whole concept. It's centralization of power, planning. You know, I mean, take a look at what the bureau names are of a lot of these bureaus in China. They have the word planning. Planning. So I honestly believe that we are headed into a nuclear confrontation by plan. I don't think that this has anything to do with any organic strife being brought upon by the people themselves. This is all being directed by actors on the world stage. Putin, Erdogan, Obama, Merkel, all of these characters. All right, these are the individuals that are actually coordinating this effort and turning the whole world into a chaotic situation just so that they, and I'm talking about the bureaucratic institutionalists, can assert their totalitarianism. All right? And look, I'm telling you this right now. I know there's a lot of people out there that think that Putin is some kind of a goddamn hero and think that Russia is somehow against the New World Order. They are not against the New World Order, you idiots. All right? Because if they were, they would not be attending the G20 summit. If they were, they wouldn't be even acknowledging the United Nations, let alone voting or vetoing or any of that crap. All right? If they were not a part of if they were against the NWO, they would not acknowledge the World Court. All right? I mean, if they were against the New World Order, they would not acknowledge the IAEA, the WTO, the World Bank. I mean, do you understand this? And they acknowledge each and every one of those institutions. I mean, all you got to do is listen to Putin every time he talks. Listen to Putin every time he talks. And what does he talk about? International law. This is against international law. This is against international this. This is against international that. I'm telling you this right now. I don't believe a word of it. And look, can you, one of y'all folks, tweet at me that damn video footage of the hot mic between Medvedev and Barack Obama right before the 2012 election, where he says to Medvedev, after this election, I'll have more flexibility. And Medvedev embraces him and says, I will translate this to Vladimir. I will do it. I'm serious, folks. I'm not joking around, man. I mean, that right there tells it all. That footage right there. That hot mic footage. They didn't even know that they were actually being they were actually being put in a microphone situation. And moreover, folks, have you seen the footage between Barack Obama and Vladimir Putin when they were sitting, I believe it was at, I don't know if it was a G20 summit or a World Trade Organization summit, but they were sitting back in like some kind of a, looked like a sofa setting with a nice coffee table, had all their security apparatuses around them, and they looked like they were talking very intensely. Very intensely. And this was not too long ago, folks. This was like literally maybe a year ago. Now here is the hot mic in question. Here, let me retweet it again, okay? Because I know everybody thinks that I'm tinfoil hatting here. Here, open mic, Obama says, after my election, I'll have more flexibility. Look at this. After my election, I'll have more flexibility. And here you got Medvedev saying, I will translate this. I'll transmit this to Vladimir. All right? We are good friends. Look at him. Look at him. I mean, I'm telling you, don't believe the hype, man. Don't believe the hype. Let me tell you, Russia has a vested interest in seeing World War III just as much as America does. Do you understand? They all want totalitarianism, man. They're all a bunch of governments. They're a bunch of totalitarian freaks. They all want it. They all want it, for Christ's sake, man. So that's why I'm saying I don't trust these people one bit. I don't trust the freaking Ruskies. I don't trust this government. I don't trust any of them. I mean, that's why they are so petrified of Donald Trump and his candidacy. They are throwing everything in the kitchen sink at him, and it doesn't seem to work. He's Teflon. It seems to just kind of slide right off of him, and that is scaring them, I mean, out of their wits. I mean, it is scaring them out of their wits. And I'm telling you, man, that's why they are trying to saber rattle with this nuclear confrontation. And if there is, by some chance, from now until the election, some kind of a nuclear confrontation, some kind of a war, something of that capacity, you can guarantee that this son of a bitch that's in power is going to suspend the damn elections. And I'm telling you this right now, that's the whole objective. That's not only the whole objective here for America, all right? I mean, that's the whole objective for the world. All right, that's the whole objective for the world, man. I mean, seriously, that's the whole objective. I mean, you don't think Putin was... I mean, this is the same guy that used to kill for communism. He was a KGB agent, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, his whole forte, if you look back in this guy's dossier, was the ability of assassinations, intimidation, and government overthrows. All right? I mean, that's why he was able to mobilize himself into power right after Boris Buy-Me-a-Beer Yeltsin stepped down. Do you understand this? And he has been in power ever since. And now you idiots think, oh, you know, he's a great patriot. Oh, Putin, he's against the New World Order. Yeah, no, he's not. He's a part of it. He's a part of it. I mean, just look at the actions. Look at it, man. Just look at the proof. I'm not joking, man. Just look at the proof. Anyway, folks, I'm sorry that I keep going over this particular subject matter, but it's very, very intense. All right? This is very intense. And we have to take our country back, folks, because I think that we've been taken over by a bunch of internationalists that want to see us at war. Anyway, folks, let me move on with the broadcast here because we're running out of time, kind of running out of time here. Did you hear Michelle Obama today? She was trending, for Christ's sake. Old Michelle Obama calling Trump's comments on women cruel, for Christ's sake. Shut up, Michelle, all right? Like this stupid trans-testicle, whatever it is, all right? Like Michelle Obama's got room to talk. I mean, this is the same woman that invites rappers who call bitches hoes and, you know, pimp them on the stroll and, slap them around, slap hoes and all that, completely objectify and demean women for a living, all right? I'm serious. That's what rappers do. They objectify, demean, and demoralize women for a living. She has them over to the White House and yet has the audacity to sit over here and make a judgment call about Trump's treatment of women. I mean, do you understand the leftist liberal hypocrisy, for Christ's sake? I mean, she's dined with Jay-Z and Beyonce Knowles at the goddamn White House, for Christ's sake. And here you've got Jay-Z. One of his songs is, I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. I mean, well, give me a freaking break. What's more objective than that? I mean, it's the hypocrisy of the left just makes me sick. Seriously. The hypocrisy of the left makes me puke. It makes me sick. And not to mention, folks, once again, I have yet to see a legit picture, a legitimate picture showing Michelle Obama ever actually being pregnant, okay? I'd like for somebody to please find one, considering that she had 2 kids during the time that Barack Obama was supposedly a public figure out there in Chicago. You know, who was in public office, you would have thought that, he'd have been showing off, his better half with the baby bump, having pictures, holding the stomach like, hey, here's my baby, it's coming around. I have yet to see none of them, not one. I mean, that's all I want. I want to see a legit picture, all right, of Michelle Obama goddamn pregnant. All right, that's all there is to it. All right? But, of course, they ain't going to say that, aren't they? Huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, Michelle Obama over here, seriously. Michelle Obama trying to wave his finger, and let me tell you, that those are man hands, those are man shoulders, those are man arms, all right? I mean, we have seen pictures of a bulge between her legs, all right? Did you see that Ellen show where she was like dancing with some people or something? I mean, Michelle, look, if you're going to be a trans testicle, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But you're a lazy tranny. I mean, you can't even tuck your sack back, you sick son of a bitch. I'm serious. Did you all see that? She was dancing on Ellen, and literally you could tell that Michelle Obama is packing. You know what I mean? I'm not joking. You could tell that Michelle Obama's, packing at least a good 10.5. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, she was dancing. You could see this damn thing flopping around in her freaking white pants that she was having. I mean, it's just sick, man. It's just sick. I mean, why are they hiding that? I don't understand it. I mean, aren't y'all liberals? I mean, aren't y'all embracing the LGBT? Unlike what it says in the Podesta emails, there's no respect for anybody of the Democrats. I mean, they have disrespected everybody in those emails. You know what I'm saying? Mexicans, blacks, gays. But you see, these gays, they're going to go out.
No, I'm with her because, I'm just going to be with her, okay?
Yeah, but the WikiLeaks emails just show that she could care less about gays. You're just a contingent for voting, and she could care less. As a matter of fact, she's for DOMA. You know what I mean? She may even bring back DOMA when she's in power. I mean, there's evidence of that states it in the WikiLeaks. What do you have to say about it?
No, I'm voting for her, and I'm with her.
Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, hypocrisy on Michelle Obama, trying to call out Trump for the supposed comments on women, and yet she invites rappers who demean women for a living. You know what I mean? I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Give me a freaking break, man. All right? Let me continue going on here. All right? How about, we did talk about Russia here. I want to talk about Russia's claims, because I've always stated, folks, that America is the ones that are really directing ISIS attacks. The CIA and I hate to put in certain elements of special forces in this, but these are the people that are directing ISIS at this point in time. And to prove this, the Russians have claimed that America has allowed 9,000, and conveniently it's the freaking number 9,000, but besides that, 9,000 ISIS fighters, they helped them escape out of Mosul, Iraq, because that's where I believe the Iraqi government forces are actually doing an offensive against ISIS, and are actually being abetted by Turkey. What did I tell you, huh? What did I tell you about Turkey? The prognosticator strikes again. I told your asses. Jesus Christ. Anyway, they're being aided and abetted by Turkey. And that's all there is to it. Oh, come on. Oh, give me a freaking break. Are you kidding me? Look, hold on, folks. I'm sorry to go off keister here. They're trying to say that this freaking picture is Michelle Obama. Look at this stupid picture. This is supposed to be Michelle Obama. Get the hell out of it. Give me a break. You sons of bitches, I told you to give me a legit picture. Whoever the hell this skate is got her freaking hand over her mouth. Get the hell out of here. Get out. Get out with that crap. I wouldn't be surprised if that's somebody from David Brock's organization, you know what I'm saying, trying to sit here and say, no, here it is, Ghost. Yeah, we got you. Hey, here's Michelle. She's pregger. Here's Michelle, and she's pregger. Here she is. That's not Michelle Obama. There's a freaking hand over the skate's face. You see, they can't produce it. They can't do it. They cannot do it. They can't do it. Stupid moron. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. That's not Michelle Obama, for Christ's sake. As a matter of fact, whoever the hell that is, that actually looks like a woman, all right? That actually looks a little like a woman, for Christ's sake. That is not Michelle Obama, you stupid, dumb imbeciles. Give me a freaking break. That's why I told you, I want a legit picture, all right? A legit picture, none of this garbage, all right? Give me a break. I mean, that's the best you could come up with. That's sad. I mean, that's pretty goddamn desperate, to say the least, man. That's pretty desperate. Anyway, folks, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get off keister here. Somebody's trying to, pull a fast one. I wouldn't be surprised if it's David Brock or somebody paid by the DNC. All right, but that is not Michelle Obama, you sorry sacks of crap. That is not Michelle Obama. Anyway, once again, Russia is claiming America allowed 9,000 ISIS fighters to escape from Mosul, Iraq, into Syria to fight Russian troops. I mean, this is the kind of operations that are being run today out there in the Middle East, man. Wake up! Wake up! Our government is corrupt, man. I mean, good God, I don't know how much more I have to scream. I don't know how much more I have to say, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, this is the kind of crap that they're doing. This is our government, man. They're allowing 9,000 ISIS fighters that we're directing, that we armed, that we funded, all right, with the aid of Saudi Arabia, with the aid of Qatar. That's why, just take a look at these ISIS fighters, man. They've got American cars. I mean, y'all remember seeing that one poor plumber that had his plumbing his plumbing company? It was some Texas plumbing company guy or electric company, one of those guys. His freaking business was on one of these goddamn ISIS trucks, and his business got death threats, for Christ's sake, and this poor son of a bitch didn't even know how it got there. I mean, he sold his car to some freaking, like, small car lot, which ended up reselling that car, or that truck, I should say, in an auction, and then miraculously that truck that was once in America was now on the battlefield out there in Syria, man, under the tutelage of ISIS, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, you cannot make this stuff up, man. I mean, wake up, man. Wake up. Jesus Christ, I'm not joking, man. Wake the hell up. Here's somebody, here's somebody with pictures of Michelle Obama scratching her jock, having a little jock itch. I just retweeted that on my Twitter, folks. I mean, look, I'm telling you, man, this is what's happening. You people need to wake up. And on top of which, folks, have you been hearing these missiles that have been fired on United States destroyers out there off the coast of Yemen? You know what I'm saying? Off the coast of Yemen. You understand what I'm saying? There's been 2 different missile attacks on U.S. destroyers stationed off the coast of Yemen. The United States has now responded to those attacks with missiles, all right, and decided to go ahead and bomb the hell out of a certain area of Yemen that the United States believed was responsible for those missiles. And as a result, guess who's coming into the peninsula, off the coast of Yemen? None other than Iran. Iran is now deploying warships into the region, folks, because of the United States bombing this particular area of Yemen. And the reason the United States bombed it is because they supposedly were taking missile fire from a given area of the coast of Yemen, and they responded accordingly. And now you've got Iran moving in warships off the coast of Yemen. Lest we forget, folks, that we've already got Saudi Arabian troops inside Yemen attempting to take control of that particular territory, all right? And let me tell you, it has been a disgusting, brutal battle. I mean, you're not even hearing about it on the damn mainstream media. I mean, people are talking about Aleppo, people are talking about Syria, which, of course, is a very serious situation. Not too many people are talking about all the devastation that's happening in Yemen. Lots of kids dying, lots of people being massacred, murdered under the direction of Saudi Arabia and under the okay of the United States. That's why our goddamn warships are stationed off the coast of Yemen. And that's why you had a couple of missiles being shot at our destroyers off the coast of Yemen. And then once we hit back, now Iran is thumbing our nose at our faces, for Christ's sake. They're bringing in warships off the coast of Yemen. Do you understand how close to World War III we are, you stupid morons? I mean, this is serious, man. I mean, we are that close. That goddamn close. That goddamn close to World War III, folks. I mean, that goddamn close. I wish people would take this serious, all right? I wish you people would take this serious, for heaven's sake. Good God, man. Let me move on, for Christ's sake, man. Jesus Christ. Once again, U.S. bombs Yemen after U.S. destroyers are targeted by missiles on 2 different occasions. And now Iran is deploying warships to the region in response to the missile. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, last but not least, and before I get into the last subject matter, I want to remind everybody that we are now in the 3rd and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get started, please bookmark the official website of the True Capitalist Radio Show, where you can download every single goddamn episode for free. Every single episode for free at blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, if you haven't already done so, please follow me on Twitter, folks. All right? Follow me on Twitter. The Twitter name to follow is PoliticsGhost. All one word, no underscores. PoliticsGhost is the name to follow. All right? And as I've stated earlier in the broadcast, all right, as I've stated earlier in the damn broadcast, I have assumed command into the meme wars, folks, all right? I don't know if y'all have seen that little tweet there of the new avatar, all right? It is now the rise of Ghostler! It is the rise of Ghostler! Hail Ghostler! Hail Ghostler! It is time to go bare knuckle with these sons of bitches! This is a revolution, and we have to fight it, damn it! We've got to fight it! And we got to do whatever it takes to make sure that Hillary Rodham Clinton is not elected president. And we got to make sure that Donald Trump is elected president. And by God, I've said it and I'll say it again. If you are not voting for Donald Trump, well then by God, you are anti-American. Do you understand that? You are anti-American. I'm assuming command of the meme wars. It is time to hit them in the face. Hit them in the face. That's what we got to do, folks. I mean, look at what the mainstream media is doing. Look at what they're doing now. I'm telling you this right now, folks. We gotta be serious about this, man. We gotta be goddamn serious about it, man. We gotta hit them with real life propaganda. We gotta hit them with meme propaganda. We gotta hit them with gift propaganda. We gotta do every single tactic necessary. Every single tactic necessary, for Christ's sake. It is the rise of Ghostler. It is the rise of Ghostler! Hail Ghostler! Hail Ghostler! Hail Ghostler!
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can be confusing. Like Swedish techno confusing.
Bark, bark, meow, meow. Dance with me, purple cow. Bark, bark, meow, meow. Ooh, you lovely cow.
Geico makes it easy. With 24/7 access, all you have to do is go to Geico.com and you could save money on car insurance. It just makes sense. Unlike,
Dance with me, purple cow. I like your moves.
Jesus Christ, folks. Let me calm my ass down here. Last but not least, let's get to the subject matter. As a matter of fact, let me get a drink. Give me my drink, for Christ's sake. Last subject matter, folks. Putin. Vladimir Putin is choosing sides now in the disputed territory of Kashmir, folks. And for you folks that are unaware and that have been sleeping under a goddamn rock, I've been saying this for the past couple of weeks or past few weeks, that we need to keep our eyes open to this particular dispute between Pakistan and India over the disputed territory of Kashmir. And the reason I say this, folks, is because these people are literally heading into a warlike setting, and both of these countries are nuclear powers, folks. All right? They are both nuclear capable. Pakistan has got nukes. India has nukes. And now, folks, India has a new ally in its war over the region of Kashmir against Pakistan, none other than Russia. I mean, good God, man. I mean, I'm telling you, man, Vladimir Putin is all of a sudden taking over the world, man. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. I'm telling you, I don't like Putin. I don't like these Ruskies. I don't like what they're doing. I don't like them. I don't trust them, man. I don't trust them. I'm telling you this right now. I do not trust this, all right? I absolutely do not trust what these goddamn sons of bitches are doing, all right? I absolutely cannot. I just can't. I know there's a lot of people out here that are like, no, don't worry about it, Ghost. Russia, they're fighting a new world order. I mean, he's against the globalists. By God, if he was against the globalists, then he would not. And I'm telling you this right now, he would not be embracing the United Nations, the WTO, the G20 or the G8, the World Bank, the United Nations, the World Court, all these bureaucratic international institutions that Russia didn't even have anything to do with creating. So that's why I'm saying, folks, I don't like the implications of Putin slowly kind of taking over control of the world out of here. I mean, Putin haven't even really done anything. I mean, that's how stupid the Democrats under the Obama administration have bumbled America's foreign policy, man. We look like complete imbeciles in the international community. I mean, Turkey thinks it can go in and out of Syria and Iraq now. You've got freaking Russia talking about implementing a no-fly zone over Syria. You've got Putin over here taking sides in the Kashmir dispute, taking the side of India, for heaven's sake. Oh, my God, folks. I'm telling you, people need to wake up. We are so close to World War III, it's not even goddamn funny, all right? I'm serious. It's not even funny anymore. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. Wake up, man. Wake up. Anyway, folks, that's about it. That's all I want to talk about right now. And before we get on to Radio Graffiti, all right, I want to reiterate once again that I have assumed command of the meme wars, and it's time for us to get bare knuckle with the enemy. And who is the enemy? None other than those that are trying to take down the man that has sparked the revolution in America, the man that has sparked the capitalist revolution in this country, and I'm talking about Donald Trump. It is our duty as American people to do whatever it takes, whatever is in our power, whatever is within our means, to do whatever it takes to make sure that this man is elected president by any means necessary. We cannot allow the corruption of the mainstream media to dissuade us. We cannot allow the mainstream media to shape the narrative of the American populace. We cannot allow the mainstream media to work in conjunction with the Democrats in order to spread slanderous lies against Donald Trump. We've got to do everything in concert. I'm talking about everybody in the Trump train. I'm talking about everybody in the capitalist army. It is time for us to work in unison and let these dumbasses know that there is nothing motivating us other than our pure will, our ambition, and our passion to see Donald Trump elected president and to make America great again, so that we can renegotiate these imbalanced trade deals in the international community, so we can bring back the means of production to America so that America can start producing again, opening up energy resources in America so that we can become energy independent from OPEC, so we can be energy independent from international community, and we can start selling some of this energy that we produce right here in America on the world market so that we can pay down the national debt. It's time for us to start looking at America. It is time for these countries that American soldiers are risking their lives to sit there and protect. It's time for these countries to start paying their fair share to America. It is time for the American tax system to be structured in a way so that budding capitalists, budding entrepreneurs can prosper, can have the motivation to profit, to have the incentive to continue profiting. And Donald Trump will bring that, folks. I'm telling you this right now. Everything that I'm saying to you is what's going to make America great again. Americanism, not globalism, is the credo of the Trump campaign. And that's why I'm calling on each and every one of you within the sound of my voice. It is time for you to do whatever is within your power. If you're a writer, well then, by God, create a blog. If you're a videographer, well then, by God, go and do something. All right, make a video. Do some sophisticated editing. If you're an animator, animate. Do something to help the message get across that Hillary Clinton is a corrupt criminal. The Clinton crime family is tied to the Bush crime family. And that the entire political class is a bunch of corrupt traitors. And they have sold us out. They have sold us out for the past 30 or 40 years, and now, under the manifestation of Donald Trump, the people are rising. The people are rising, and we want the power. We want the power, and we're going to take it, and we're not going to let it go, you dumb bureaucrats, and that's what the bureaucrats are afraid of. You can read it in the Democratic emails. They have no respect for us. These damn political class think that they are above us, even though their mental capacity is that of nothing more than a meaningless bureaucrat that does nothing but pass the ball, that does nothing but make excuses, that does nothing in general. That's why I'm saying, folks, it is time. It is time for Gosler to rise out of the ashes, out of the smoke of the spirituality of Pepe himself. It is time for me to digitally assume command. Hail Gosler! Hail Gosler! Hail Gosler! It is time! It is time! It is our time now! It's our time! Anyway, folks, that's all I have to say about that. I want to thank people that are actually making and trying to create posters for individuals to potentially print out and plaster all over their particular local community. Thank you very much. And let me tell you, all it takes is for you to go and print these out, all right, and just start putting them on cars, putting them on telephone poles. All right, put them up anywhere where there's going to be a lot of public faces walking around towards there. Do you understand? You need to put this in the faces of the people. Anyway, folks, once again, it's the rise of Gosler. All hail Gosler! All hail Gosler! Anyway, let me go ahead and take a last swig here, and let me go ahead and get to everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, and I'm talking about radio graffiti! That's right, folks. Radio graffiti, the part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you've got to do is give me a call right now at area code 425-390-6146. And when I call on your area code, you've got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. That's why they call this radio graffiti, all right? Anyway, folks, and before we get started, I would like to remind everybody that we are going to possibly pull down the autographs this Saturday. All right, this is going to be legitimately the last day for both the engineer's autograph and yours truly's autograph, folks. So if you want to take part in it, a lot of people have purchased it. A lot of people have liked it. Thank you all for tweeting the pictures of your particular autograph. I really appreciate it, folks. And look, from what I understand, people are already posting them up for sale for a higher price, for heaven's sake. And look, I mean, hey, that's capitalism, all right, baby? That's capital. I told you these things were going to raise in price. You understand what I'm saying? I told you. Anyway, folks, if you want yourself an autograph before Saturday, please, in your address bar on your browser, type in ghost.market. That's simple. On your address bar in your browser, ghost.market, and you can buy yours truly's autograph or the engineer, even though he gave me goddamn 5 minutes of dead air to begin the show. Shut up! Anyway, folks, let me take this drink here, and we'll get to Radio Graffiti, all right? All right. Do we have any goddamn Radio Graffiti callers, engineer? Are you sure? Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, without any further ado, let's just go ahead and get to everybody's favorite part of the broadcast. That's Radio Graffiti, and we're going to start it right now. All right. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti? I hope my granny burns in flames. All right? Woo! Blow. Get up! God damn it! You start off like that, you asshole! You're gonna go ahead and start off like that? Don't talk about my granny, you son of a bitch! Don't. I'm warning you. Do not. Please stop. All right. I'm going to end the show early again. You think I'm joking around? I will end the show early again. You sons of bitches. Don't talk about my granny. Give me the mic. I'm serious, you sacks of crap. All right. I'm not going to sit over here and allow you sons of bitches to sit over here and besmirch me on my show. You understand that? You're not going to besmirch me on my show there, boy. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's move on. We got Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Stop calling me Ghostler, you assholes! Jesus Christ, stop calling me Ghostler! There's nothing funny about that whatsoever. Nothing funny about that. See, I'm not joking.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's the rise of Ghostler now. It's the rise of Ghostler. All hail Ghostler. All hail Ghostler. All hail Ghostler. It's the rise of Ghostler now. It's the rise of Ghostler. Hail Ghostler. Hail Ghostler. Hail Ghostler. Jesus Christ. Who else do we got? 714 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, what's up, Ghost? It's Z Frostwire. Sorry, I haven't been calling in very much. Things have just been a little rough between myself and the family financially. But things are about to get a lot better. So either way, keep up the great work with the show, man. Don't worry, the capitalist time is about to rise up. Keep up the fight. Keep on doing what you're doing, Capitalist Army, and same thing with the Inner Circle.
Hey, man, thank you very much there, Z Frostwire. And let me tell you, always remember that financial turbulence is always temporary. Just try to do whatever you have to do to try to bounce back. We all have them, baby, all right? So don't let it get you down, all right? Do not let it get you down. Just brush your shoulders off and conquer the obstacle. We got Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
From Austin and he's from Dallas. All the troll terrorists, scars and mallets. Tough guy, baby. Eat 'em splashing while masturbating. Souls are beating, the spikes we're doing. And number one, simpleton, power cord chewing. Daily, keeping them crazy. We all know that ghost wants a baby, but that's not happening lately. Shaking like a splicer. Hold up, boy, play this shit, make it nice. I've got autographs in my room. I can't. What you listening to? It's a woodshed. It's a woodshed. Woodshed. It's a woodshed.
You gotta be kidding. You gotta be. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? What the hell was that crap? Can somebody explain that sick crap to me? What the hell was that? What in the hell was that? It's the woodshed. It's the freaking woodshed. What the hell is that? What in the hell was that? Somebody actually took time for that? Good God, give me the mic. Give me the mic, for Christ's sake, man. Somebody took time for that crap, man? Oh, my God, man. Who else do we have here, for heaven's sake? We got 267 Radio Graffiti.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, go just can't get a clue. And you whip out your dick, Ghost Strike knows what to do. Oh!
Get this Andrew Silverstein wannabe out of here. Get him out. Get him the hell out. I'm tired of hearing that son of a bitch, man. Good God, man. Stupid idiot. You thinks he's Andrew Silverstein over here, man. Jesus. Who else do we have? We got 412 Radio Graffiti. Mr. Tamsey, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Rainbow, I have a challenge for you, she said with a smile. Rainbow grinned. Okay, what's your challenge? The challenge is simple. You must wear a diaper the whole day. Okay. What rules do I have to follow, Squirt? During the challenge...
Shut up. No Pampers and ponies today, God damn it. Jesus. 224 Radio Graffiti. What the hell happened that I was... What the hell were y'all doing? Can somebody explain to me what happened here? Jesus Christ, man. I told you to play the whore from Ipanema. Fuck you.
You were hot. Guess what? You're not. You are dead.
Man, that's not funny, man. That's not funny. Stop it with that crap. Seriously, that's not funny, ass crack. Jesus. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Docs all bronies.
Uh-oh, no. Here, uh-oh. Let's not start that crap again, all right? Come on now. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars continues Monday at 10. Brand new and only on True TV.
I'm a grown woman. I can do whatever I want.
What the hell? I didn't even understand what the hell that was, for Christ's sake. 609 Radio Graffiti.
Dormy Sweet Radio Graffiti, checking to see who has nuclear weapons and who doesn't, which is obviously don't let it legalize. Who do you think it was? What?
Man, shut up, man. Stop it with the splices of me dying and the engineer cheering about it, man. It's not funny. Son of a bitch. I'm serious. That's not funny, man. God. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Oh, Ghostler, please give us a sign. Your fans have waited to see. The morning will come when your show is mine. Tomorrow belongs to Ghostler.
That's right. Hail Ghostler. Hail Ghostler. Hail Ghostler. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Yeah, Jesus Christ, Helen Keller, deaf mute. How about 250 Radio Graffiti? Jesus Christ, a stupid ass Obama phone. Get it straight. 612 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, it's TC Capitalist. Hail Ghostler! I love it.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. That's right. Hail Ghostler! Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Let's see who's calling. 575.
What's going on? It's Teutonic.
I don't know. How do you think I'm doing?
Geez. Well, if it's any consolation, when Ghost went off on me in the inner circle doing that troll, he made it clear that it was fake. I think the only reason he didn't take my call today was because the lines were swamped. So hang in there, man. I think Ghost might be faking. I don't know. He is known for faking some of his rages.
Hey, G, this is Blake. How you doing?
No, how do you think I'm doing, man?
I just want to wish you to get better. And like Teutonic said, usually his rages are fake. So hang in there, bud.
267.
Hey, G, it's Strong.
Oh, good God. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I mean, seriously. I mean, good God. I mean, that's the kind of pussy pampering crap I was talking about earlier. That was the kind of pussy whip, pussy pampered garbage that I was talking about earlier. Good God. Jesus, give me the mic. Give me the freaking mic, for Christ's sake. And let me, hey, Teutonic and you guys, why are you all assuming things about me? You know what I mean? Just to make, somebody who's having an emotional problem of their own feel better. Seriously, man. I was really pissed off at you, Teutonic, all right? I mean, I thought we settled this out. I thought we had an intermediary settle this out, for Christ's sake. Here you are. You're going on G's show and telling them that I'm fake, for Christ's sake. Oh, my God, man. But you see what you have to do? You see what you have to do to some of these emotional basket cases, for heaven's sake, man? And you see, this is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about here, man. I mean, good God, what a pussy whipped America, man. Pussy whipped America. Good God, man. What a pussy whipped America, for Christ's sake, man. Pussy whipped America. I mean, good God, man. Give me the mic. I mean, good God. How does it feel? How does it feel, man? I mean, look, does everybody want to hear somebody cry? Is that it? Huh? Is everybody a goof to give somebody sympathy? Look, I'm going to pretend I'm crying, all right? Since everybody likes to embrace pussy-whipped, stupid, emotional instability, all right? Let's just pretend I'm going to pretend I'm crying the whole time, all right? Hey, 16, man.
Hey, Ghost. I was wondering, are you still going to NMND? You had such a good time.
I don't know what you're saying, man. My dad. Give me a freaking break, man. Anyway, let's move on, all right? How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti? I mean, are you all actually getting inspired to create this song in, like, 18-bit MIDI piano? I mean, good God, man. Good God. Get in the mic. Get in the mic. Oh, good God, man. Oh, my. Jesus Christ. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. What the hell?
Hateful to Rock, Radio Graffiti.
I mean, what? Jesus Christ, man. How many remixes are there out there, man? Seriously. How many remixes are there?
When you don't go to geico.com, car insurance can be confusing. Like Swedish techno confusing.
Bark, bark, meow, meow. Dance with me, purple cow. Bark, bark, meow, meow. Ooh, you lovely cow.
Geico makes it easy. With 24/7 access, all you have to do is go to geico.com and you could save money on car insurance. It just makes sense. Unlike, you know.
Dance with me, purple cow. I like your moves.
Jesus Christ. 831 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost. So I actually wanted to tell a pretty funny story today that happened. I was at campus and was wearing my Deplorable Lives Matter T-shirt, and one of the instructors, some like feminist instructor by the social sciences class, gives me this look, and I just laugh, and then like the fucking shocked look on her face. Sorry for dropping F-bomb, but the look on her face was priceless. She wasn't even expecting anyone to laugh at her. Like surprised anyone takes her seriously. Anyway, that happened to me today. Hail to the Ghostler Army. Hype, hype. Hey,
well, you know, that's what you should do. You should be shocking and awing these goddamn social justice warrior, pussy-whipped, leftist, politically correct jerk dicks that are out here that are supposedly teaching people and so on and so forth. Hey, I think we got Teutonic on the horn. What's going on, Teutonic?
Hey, Ghost. I'm glad you enjoyed that propaganda poster I made. How's it going, man?
Yeah, I'm all right, man. Can you give me what's going on with this G situation here?
Well, the reason I told him you were fake is so he'd stop being a little bitch. That's why everyone was telling him you were fake. You and I, man, we both know that you're not fake. But I was telling him that you were fake just so he'd stop being a bitch about it. And so he'd say, yeah, he's fake, and just cheer up because he'd think maybe that you were fake too. But, you know, G really is Goofy Bone 2.0. I mean, you raged at him, he got what was coming to him, and he was bitching and moaning about it all the way fucking home, and there's nothing I can do about that. I mean, good God.
Well, so look, I only heard a small snippet of the recording here. Can you give and enlighten us what was happening here? I mean, it sounded like he was just breaking down, like, you know, as if somebody just killed his puppy or something.
Yes, this man was breaking down. I had to hang up early before his show ended because I couldn't take his pissing and his moaning anymore, Ghost. Seriously, I mean, when you were pissed off at me, did I piss and moan? No. I said, hey, Ghost is mad. Maybe I shouldn't call up for a while until things can cool down and I can get this straight. So I'm going to lay low for a bit. But G decides to, you know, turn from friend to foe, and it's like, gee, dude, I thought G was a G, Ghost. I thought G was a G.
I mean, no kidding. I thought G was a G is right. What happened? What happened with that crap, man?
No shit, man. But on a lighter note, I mean, Trump 2016, what am I doing? Trump 2016, I'm sorry. Trump 2016, Team Ghost, Heil Ghostler, and I don't know what G's problem is.
Hold on. Hold on, Teutonic. I think that we've got G on the horn. I think that, he seems as if that you've just betrayed him. Hey, G, are you there, G?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, what's going on? You're not crying, are you?
No, don't worry. I've gotten better. I'm sorry I did that, man. Just a lot of crap happened, man.
But anyway, I thought, Teutonic, how come you did that, man? I thought you were my friend.
Am I unmuted? Have I been unmuted?
No, yeah, you can go ahead. I mean, listen, I just thought that, G was saying, hey, I got backstabbed, so on and so forth, so I decided to go ahead and let him on. I mean, I don't understand where that's a backstab, but go ahead.
Look, I'm not going to take any side in this argument, all right? You pissed off Ghost G, and you got what was, I mean, you could have handled it better, but Gee, look, I like you. I'm not angry at you, and I'm not trying to betray you, but, Ghost says he's not fake. A lot of people say he is fake. And, look, G, it's like this. Look, dude, when Ghost was pissed at me for saying that I supported Team Engineer, what I did was I laid low for a while, and I didn't engage in any trolling activity. And when I apologized to Ghost, I genuinely meant it. You could have handled nothing against you personally, G, but you could have handled that situation a lot better, man. I'm sorry. Look, I've got a form of autism too. I got Asperger's syndrome, all right? So sometimes, yeah, I fall into the same pit as you, but what you need to do when you fall into that pit, G, when you fall into that hole, is say, okay, you need to, okay, maybe I need to step back and look at the situation, maybe lay low for a little while, see if I can talk to Ghost or I can't get some middleman to talk to Ghost. Don't necessarily, I protected my tweets for a while too, but, in the end, it all played out. It all comes out in the wash, G, and sometimes you gotta learn to kind of back off a bit. I tweeted at Ghost a few times, but then I realized, yeah, maybe I should back off or he'll get more pissed at me, so I'm just gonna back off and just be dignity and aplomb incarnate here.
All right, I'll take that advice from you to try and do that. But so you weren't serious when you came on my show, though, even though you said you were serious when you came onto his show.
I was not serious when I said Ghost's rages were fake. I looked at the situation and I looked at how you felt, and I tried to make you feel better by saying that Ghost's rages were fake. But that part about hold your head up and it's going to be okay and it'll all work out, that was genuine. The only part I wasn't being serious about was when I said Ghost's rages were fake.
All right, then. Well, I just hope that I can move on from this incident and keep doing the story.
Yeah, hold on just a second. G Teutonic, hold on. We got somebody else that wants to chime in on this. I think Trumpet Capitalist is on the horn. Did you want to chime in on this, Trumpet?
Yes, I did want. Now, G, are you still on the horn?
Yeah, I'm still on the horn.
Now, G, listen. I mean, let me start with G. Listen, you're a good friend. You're a good person, and you and I both know that. But let me tell you something. What you did was completely unacceptable. And even though I kind of hate you for it, it's kind of a little bit, stressing on the relationship, I still think you as a good person, and, I'm not going to go out on a limb and say, gee, fucking Ghost is fake. I mean, I know better than that. Ghost is not fake. He's fucking legit. He does this shit for real. But seriously, what you did was unacceptable in a way. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just hope that this incident can help me learn and help me move on,
Well, listen, when I had that unexpected meltdown yesterday, I had to step back and say, hey, listen, maybe I'm taking this a little bit too seriously. Maybe I need to step back, reevaluate the situation, then come back and try it from a different approach, because the approach I took was unacceptable. And, we have to learn, before we act, we have to think about our actions. We have to think about what we're doing. We have to think about it a little bit, and we have to make sure that it's the right situation. If we don't think it's right, we have to think about something else. We have to think about it another way.
Yeah.
Do you get a little bit of that, G? I mean, because it's obvious that, people are a little concerned that you were crying. And, me personally, G, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't like crybabies, all right? I really don't like them. I whenever my, brat little kid would cry, I would slap him in the back of the head, or I'd, make sure to give him something to cry about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's no reason to cry. If you're waking up in the morning and you can breathe and you can get up and walk on both your legs and you're not stricken with some debilitating disease and, so on and so forth, you have no reason to cry. You know what I'm saying? I mean, really, you have no reason to cry. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
I understand where you're coming from, Ghost. I'll take all your guys' advice and try and put that onto how I could act better in situations,
All right. Well, are you okay, G? Seriously, I mean, I know that was look, I had no idea that was a dramatic episode for you, for Christ's sake. Are you going to be okay? I mean, you think that everything's going to be better? Do you need a balloon or something?
I think everything will be okay. I don't need a balloon. I'm fine, man.
All right. You sure? You don't need like a little lollipop or something? Tootsie Roll, something like that?
No, I'm fine, Ghost. I'll just.
All right, that's good. All right. Well, you know what? I think everything's okay with G now. All right. I think everything is okay with G. At least I hope so. I think this is a pretty, sentimental broadcast, to say the least. It's a sentimental broadcast. I think that G, to a certain extent, may have graduated emotionally in this broadcast. You know what I mean? I think so. Hey, G, did you kind of graduate emotionally in this broadcast?
Yeah, I kind of did. Yeah, in a way, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you did. He graduated emotionally, so I think it calls for a celebration. All right, hey, engineer, throw on some graduation music, all right? Yes, sir. All right, go ahead and throw it on. Here we go. G, you have come to a point in time when you are no longer obsessed on being an emotional pussy-whipped version of yourself. You have now graduated from the absolute pussification of the American male, and now you are understanding that you've got to be a man. You've got to be a man, G. And it's time for you to get up off your crybaby self, and it's time for you to be a man, G. It's time for you to go out in the real world. It's time for you to go out there and say, hey, I'm G, and I'm not going to cry anymore. I'm G, and I'm not going to cry anymore. Now, you are graduating, G. And I know that we're throwing you out into the real world, and the real world is very cold, G. It's very cold out there. But one thing I can say to you is keep going. Wipe the tears from your brow and continue moving forward. There's no time to cry, G. It is time for you to nut up and shut up. All right? It is time for you to move forward like a man. And that's why, G, this is a very important day for you. It's a very important day for you because you are graduating into manhood, G. You are graduating into manhood, G. And the next time you cry, and the next time you feel like you're going to start bursting into tears, G, all you've got to do is look in the mirror. All you got to do is look in the mirror and spit in your face. Spit in your face if you feel like you're going to cry. Look in the mirror and spit in your face, G. Spit in your face. Anyway, that's enough. Turn it off. Turn it off. Anyway, folks, thank you very much. I actually feel that G grew in this episode, all right? I want to say cheers to G, all right? Thanks for taking the panties off, G. Cheers, baby, cheers. Anyway, let's get back to Radio Graffiti, shall we? Sorry about all that drama, but that's what I was talking about. I mean, give me a break. Anyway, we got Anonymous, Radio Graffiti. I could have sworn yesterday, folks, when I was out in the backyard, okay, smoking a cigar, could have sworn I saw niggers. I'm not joking around. Don't call me paranoid. I'm serious. I swear to God, I saw niggers.
In a white man.
Jesus Christ, man. I never said that, first of all. And here we go again. Here we go again with this goddamn song, man. God damn it, man. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Boycott Ghost. Boycott Ghost.
Boycott Ghost. Boycott Ghost.
Boycott Ghost.
Yeah, boycott me. You want? Go ahead. Go ahead and boycott me, you son of a bitch. You think I care? Stop listening to my show, then, if you're going to do that crap. Stop listening to my show. Jesus Christ. Who else do we got? We got 484 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, what the hell? You're fruiting up. You besmirched your own show today. You turned this into a Bathhouse Thursday all by yourself. You accused the trolls.
No, I didn't. I did when I allowed you to get up on here and literally talk like you just popped out of the anus of freaking George Michael servicing a glory hole in an L.A. Park bathroom. You sick, twisted, lack of bass in your voice son of a bitch. All right, now get out. Get him out. Jesus Christ. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
She bent over, Rover took over. Oh, she got a bone of her own.
Shut up with the Andrew Silverstein jokes, all right? I don't care. Stop it. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
You better me with your questions. You have to sound alive. You always ask what it's all about, son. Not reply. You say to me, I don't talk enough.
All right, we get it. I mean, Jesus Christ, how old is that song, for heaven's sake? Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
And the Ghostler says he is the master race. The higher, right in the Ghostler face. Not to love the Ghostler is the greatest faith. So the higher, right in the Ghostler face. When the engineer says they own the world in space, the higher, right in the engineer's face. Then Herman Cain said they'll never bomb this place. The higher, right in Herman Cain's face. Is he not the Superman? Arian Ghostler. Superman?
Yahweh is the Superman.
Superman. Is this Nazi land so good? Would you leave it if you could? Yeah, this Nazi land is good. We would leave, but if we could, we bring the...
That's right. That's right, everybody. Hail Ghostler. Hail Ghostler. Hail Ghostler, who has assumed command in the meme wars. Hail Ghostler. Hail Ghostler. 516 Radio Graffiti. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Get it straight. 603 Radio Graffiti.
Yeah, my friend is calling too. It's me.
It's you.
Yeah, Ghost. It's funny what you mentioned earlier, because not too long ago I ended up getting a perianal abscess and I popped it today. You want to suck the pus out of it?
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. You know, you idiots need to realize that the objective of trolling is not to be horrifically disgusting. It's actually to make some lols. You know what I'm saying? I mean, seriously. I mean, you know, you could have approached that a lot differently. You could have said, hey, Ghost, hey, how'd you like this hemorrhoid I got? Let me go ahead and pop it in your face there, Ghost. Here, I'm going to do it. Look at it. There it is. I mean, something like that. Make it funny. Stop sounding like a little butt-loving fruit.
When you don't go to geico.com, car insurance can be confusing. Like Swedish techno confusing.
Bark, bark, meow, meow. Dance with me, purple cow. Bark, bark, meow, meow. Ooh, you lovely cow.
Geico makes it easy. With 24/7 access, all you have to do is go to geico.com and you could save money on car insurance. It just makes sense. Unlike, you know.
Dance with me, purple cow. I like your moves.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can seem intense. Like breakup R&B intense.
I thought you said you loved the sweater that I got you. If you didn't, you could have told me.
Geico makes it easy. Just go to Geico.com anytime to update or check your policy without all the extra drama.
I even had a gift receipt.
Jesus Christ, major fail. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Yes, I love Steven Universe. I watch Steven Universe every day. Every day, man. Yes. Yes. I love Steven.
I have no idea what the hell that's supposed to be. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
I will pray to the gods to make sure that my freaking granddaughter burns in hell.
Son of a bitch. God damn it! God damn it, you sorry sacks of crap. Don't talk about my family, boy. Do you understand that? Do not, and God damn it, do not talk about my family like that, man. Jesus Christ, don't talk about my family. I'm warning you, man. I'm warning you. I'm warning all of you, for Christ's sake, man. Give me the freaking mic. Give me the freaking mic, for Christ's sake. Do you understand that? Hail Ghostler! Hail Ghostler! Jesus Christ. Who else do we got? We got 267 Radio Graffiti.
What is up, Troubler Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar.
That's what this show is today.
No, shut up. I mean, look, shut him off. Get him off, engineer. God damn it. Get him off. Jesus, get this idiot. Shut him off. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, are you kidding me with this Keemstar crap? I mean, enough. I'm tired of Keemstar. I mean, why does anybody like this guy, man? Did you hear his voice?
Hi, this is Killer Keemstar, and I'm going to sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, and everybody is going to continue to listen to me because it seems that half of America is willing to service glory holes. Oh, Jesus Christ. Who else do we have going on here? Jesus Christ. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost.
What?
Yeah, I was going to tell you, I'm working on a movie called Pediatric Therapy with a Tranny in the Bathroom. It's a porno. I'm going to be a little boy getting fucked by a tranny. We call the tranny Mommy, and I'm going to have breastfeed from her. It's going to be...
all right. It's not, that's not funny, man. And not to mention, it sounds like you're struggling to concoct these sentence fragments to sputter out of your suck hole. I mean, I could literally hear the synapses trying to connect in your feeble brain in an attempt to sputter out what you're trying to goddamn convey to the people in the audience here. 440 Radio Graffiti. 440, hang up, or what? Where are you, 440? You're on the air or what? Jesus Christ. Why are you even calling up then, you son of a bitch? Good God, man. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti? Jesus Christ. Hey, Anonymous, are you there or what? Jesus Christ, what the hell's wrong with you people? All right, I can see we're having a bunch of Helen Keller deaf mutes, for heaven's sake, man. Jesus Christ. Why are you idiots even calling up is what I'd say. We got 7 minutes left, you stupid sacks of crap. Good God, man. Anonymous radio goddamn graffiti. I couldn't even understand what the hell that was, for Christ's sake. Get a better internet connection. How about 781 radio graffiti?
You ever just shove your nose in a man's asshole and take a whiff? Isn't it beautiful? It's beautiful. And then he goes, but you know. So this guy.
Shut up. Shut up. Anonymous radio graffiti.
Ghost, it's sewer guy. Let's go swimming in my pool of Johnny Walkers.
Shut up with these stupid, freaking imbecilic, dumbass trolls. Man, this is starting to suck up the fucking place. Excuse my French. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for cursing, but listen to these major fails. Listen to them. Excuse my French, for Christ's sake. Anonymous radio graffiti.
Timmy Turner. He been wishing for a burner. The kid ain't like walking. You know that's on the burner, but bitch, you beat you. Had the bars, you fucking no beat you, riding for walling. Kid ain't by
all right. We don't need any of that Haitian voodoo, all right, being broadcast around these parts, all right? All right, no Haitian voodoo doo-doo over here, all right? How about anonymous radio graffiti?
Power, Ghostler power, voting for Trump and the KKK, Ghostler.
Now, shut up, you stupid moron. 802 radio graffiti.
Clap. Oh, God. Wow. So, popping to the phone. Stop this with my phone. Winking with my phone.
Shut up, you stupid moron. God damn it. I'm telling you, these people are stinking up the place, for Christ's sake. 250 radio graffiti. I can't really understand what you're saying because your cheap-ass Obama phone. Anonymous radio graffiti. Jesus Christ. I mean, what are you hanging on? Anonymous! Jesus Christ, radio graffiti!
I hate to keep beating my son, my grandmother. Stupid, stinking, smelly salmon hole!
Shut up! Shut up and stop talking about my damn family, man! Stop it! Just stop it! 337 radio graffiti. Jesus Christ.
After today's
what?
Hello, am I on? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, you're on. What's going on?
Well, after today's sentimental broadcast with you and Teutonic, showing G how to be emotionally a man, I would just really like to remind everyone that friendship is magic. And after you mentioning those things about you wanting to guard the little lizard family in your barbecue pit, I totally ship you and Fluttershy now. That was so cute of you to say. And bird watching is cool. Fuck those people.
Shut up, you stupid little fruiter. Shut your stupid fruit bowl hole. Good God, man. I'm telling you, fruity little bastards, man. You fruity little bastards. 412 radio graffiti.
Hey, normally I don't call in a second time, but I just wanted to tell you, I think you handled the whole situation with you and Teutonic terribly. I mean, you spoke earlier in the show about how much you hated crybabies. I wish you had just told both of them to fuck off. No one here is enjoying it.
Well, no one's here is enjoying you either, for Christ's sake, so stop sputtering out sentence fragments like a goddamn sputtering jerk-off. All right, I'm only going to take a couple more and getting out of here. Anonymous radio goddamn graffiti.
I hate to keep saying this over and over and over again. I shoot my granny. Boom. Woo! That gets me hard. You know what I'm saying?
Shut up! Shut up! God damn it, you son of a bitch! You troll terrorist sons of bitches! God damn you for turning this into a bathhouse Thursday! I thought I told each and every one of you sons of bitches not to talk about my family. I thought I told you not to talk about my family, you son of a bitch. Jesus Christ, give me the mic. For Christ's sake, man. You know what? I'm done with this crap. You know what I'm talking about? I've had just about enough, all right? I've got more important things to do right now. Do you understand that? I got more important things to do. I have now assumed command of the meme wars, for Christ's sake. And I've got to coordinate operations with the capitalist army, with the Trump train, so we can go out there and spread this information around like wildfire, so we can convince these meaningless, mindless, ass-crack Hillary Rotten Clinton supporters out here. We got to make them feel like low-grade, two-bit trash, supporting corruption, supporting criminality. That's why I'm saying, folks, all right? I am assuming command of the meme wars. Hail Ghostler! Hail Ghostler! Hail Ghostler! That's right, folks. Anyway, if you have not already done so, please bookmark the official website of the True Capitalist Radio Show. Every one of my episodes is there to download absolutely free at blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, if you haven't already done so, please follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. The Twitter name to follow is PoliticsGhost. All one word, no underscores. PoliticsGhost is the name to follow. Folks, I will be here live tomorrow for Baller Friday. And I hope that you are as well, so spread it around like wildfire that we will be here live tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, and you better be here too on this Baller Friday. Anyway, folks, I am out of here. Like I have said today, I've assumed command of the meme wars. Hail Ghostler! Hail Ghostler! Hail Ghostler!